Hey friends, it's time to begin the best damn meeting online with Polly, Drunkle, and Snoot. It'd be great if they were on time. Hey dude, should we have some news? Copper Squad by Jacqueline. Come and join the Goose Fleet overlords and watch the AAA meeting.
Oh, she ain't wrong. She ain't wrong. Hello, and welcome to the AAA meeting where one of the A's means ampersand. And for fucking Friday. Fuck. Oh, God, we're doing it again. Fuck.
No, we're not. We're not doing it again. Fuck that.
Hey friends, it's time to begin the best damn meeting online with Polly, Drunkle, and Snoot. It'd be great if they were on time. Hey dude, should we have some news? Copper Squad by Jacqueline. Come and join the Goose Fleet overlords and watch the AAA meeting.
Oh, she ain't wrong. She ain't wrong. Hello, and welcome to the AAA meeting where one of the A's means ampersand. And it's Friday, my dudes, which for some reason means today is your host. Me! Today is your host. Should I do it? We're not going to do it again. Today, your host
be wrong.
is me.
The bitch is wrong, okay?
Bitch is wrong. Where are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we going to die here? Darn fucking tootin'. It's Friday, my dudes, and for some reason today, your host is your least favourite drunken uncle. It's me, Drunken Uncle, and I'm joined as always by my colonial co-host and collaborator. It's Peter the Dub. It's Polly Dub.
Hi.
Yeah. I took all the flavour out of it, didn't I? At this point, we've chewed this gum so much it's not minty anymore.
I haven't fucked with minty gum in so long because it's like you go to the gum aisle and they actually have an aisle. It's
I was going to ask, actually. You have a gum aisle?
The gum section of one aisle at a minimum. There's a lot of fucking gum. And your choices are winter mint, spearmint, cool mint, frozen mint. How many different kinds of fucking mint can you... Hot mint. How many different kinds of mint can you possibly have? You know what I go with? Fucking cinnamon, yo. Or some classic fruity, bubble gum. Like, original bubblegum flavor bubblegum? It's supposed to be cherry. Did you know that?
I like a cherry. I like a cherry flavor. I won't go for a fruity gum. Fruity gum is for fruity people. I'm not really a fan of mint. It just reminds me of brushing my teeth.
I like mint. I had a mint coffee because the Christmas shit's already out for some fucking reason. They're ignoring the hard buttress line, but of
it's not often I've heard an American say buttress, but okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I know my bookie words. You're supposed to pay attention to the hard line of Thanksgiving. It's supposed to be stalwart.
Yeah. So you get like cranberry gum.
That's the thing? Cranberry gum?
Is it really?
I don't know. I'm asking you. You brought it up.
Oh, no, I don't know. No, we don't have gum aisles over here. If you want gum, really, it's, there'll be a little thing at the checkout, and you've got the choice of, 3 flavors. Mint, spearmint, and, original, which is also just mint. Like, gum is mint. I can't... Cinnamon gum? That sounds fucking disgusting.
Cheminicin gum is awesome.
No, you can have mine.
I will. Like Big Red? At the original Big Red commercials?
Communism? What?
I never thought of
How the fuck did they market that shit in America? Jesus Christ. They took a chance on that name, didn't they? Fuck.
I've never even thought about that, but I'll tell you exactly how they marketed it since you asked. They came up with a delightful jingle. Far and I are big fans of, we're collectively big fans of watching 70s and early 80s commercials because they're like time capsules and there's a whole bunch of collections, right? Okay. So, and the commercials on all the time for Big Red chewing gum. It's a Big Red, he's gonna move you. It's got a taste that gets right to you. It's so just 70s, we're in the moment, we're loving life. Yeah.
But then at the very end, it goes, comrade.
straight from the central planning nexus. Yeah.
Right? It's not your gum, it's our gum.
Yeah. The people's gum. There you go.
The people. They've seized the means of chewing, and they passed it on to you. I know. I'm honestly surprised that
I never thought of that.
Yeah.
That's a little crazy. I'm kind of a Cold Warrior Pinko hater. It's interesting.
You should feel ashamed that a Brit thought of that before you as well. You know.
Oh yeah, that is juicy fruit. Big Red is that is. You're right. That is juicy fruit.
I see juicy. I remember juicy fruit. The yellow packet was the fruit flavored original, which is
no. Big Red is
it's horrible. It doesn't taste of fruit. It tastes of horrible
I remember
gum.
Big Red. It's like, so kiss a little longer, stay tight a little longer, a little longer with Big Red. That's it lists all these things. Like it shows this couple kissing. It shows hanging out and talking to your girlfriend, whatever because the flavor of Big Red just lasts and lasts and lasts. Like communism, it just won't go away.
Won't go away. Yeah, it's like a bad smell. It's like the breath of someone who's been chewing fucking cinnamon gum. We had I mean, not huge on the jingles over here. In Britain, I know there's a couple of Brits in the chat as well. So you know, the few jingles that we have, we do remember very well. You know, 0800 00, and at least someone in the chat now is going to type 1066. Right, that advert has not been on for so fucking long, but
it did an advertisement around the Battle of Hastings.
Yeah, it was an insurance company called Hastings Direct. Right, so their phone number was 0800 00 1066. Wow. Right, yeah, fucking brilliant, right?
Yeah.
And because of that, those adverts aren't around anymore. But everyone at my age still remembers that jingle.
It's funny. You say that, and it's so openly mockable. I'm like, oh my god, that's so. Wait, hold on. I've seen like plenty of commercials from the 70s and 80s. They're like Colonial Insurance, and it shows like the proud guy with the tri-corner hat and the musket and the phone number.
07555 1776.
Absolutely, they were there.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I can't mock. I was about to, but I was like, wait, no, hold on.
I see you got a credible threat there, who I know is actually Welsh. It says, the red car and the blue car had a race. Now, that was an advert for Milky Way, I believe. Bit before my time, but still, even then, I know it. 1066 was a fucking brilliant one. Washing machines live longer with Calgon. What the fuck was that about? That was fucking terrible. But still, resides in my head. Absolutely fucking rent-free. Now,
can we talk about bad songs? And since we're talking about songs that aren't necessarily
are we talking
anything,
songs or jingles?
Yeah, we're talking songs. Okay, and I'll tell you why. Tell you why.
Tell me why.
Okay, so I have 3 jobs, one of which is not YouTube. None of which are YouTube, I should say.
I don't know, mate. Because you do make it seem like work.
It feels like a grind when I'm here. Am I right?
Well, you grinding? You should chew Wrigley's.
Chew gum. It'll make Polly go down easier.
Comrade.
In any case, what is this? Ignore me. I just got Sony.
Oh, we got a Viper in the chat as well. Toys R Us. Oh, that Viper, that is a brilliant one. There's a magical world, we're on our way there. Toys in their millions, all under one roof. It's called Toys R Us. There's millions of Jeffrey all under one roof. It's called Toys R Us. Toys R Us. Toys R Us. Mate, even they shut down, like the whole company shut down a couple of years ago. Even in the fucking late 20s, used to love going to Toys R Us, mate. Because it's just a massive fucking toy shop. Brilliant. Dude, I was a man in my late 20s. I'm a man in language only. Men don't grow up.
No, we never do. We keep our
it's
hobbies.
Still just like, oh, look, this is so fucking cool. You could be out there fucking shopping for fucking like clothes for, you know, your newborn son or whatever, and your wife is there going, oh, what do you think about this? Do you think it's the right material? And you're like, oh, but look, action figures. I'll be back in a minute, love. You buy what you want. I'm gonna have a look around.
So I got a job at one of my
Polly, you do that, and then I'll get to these.
No, get to those.
Oh, okay. Are you sure?
I'm quite sure.
Well, why not? Because we are, after all, both sharing a day where we thank our troops.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Happy Remembrance Day to the Commonwealth people.
And happy Veterans Day to you filthy colonials.
Well, thank you.
We didn't rehearse that, by the way, guys. We just did that right there. Donkey Punch threw $5 saying, hey, fuckers, how are y'all? Careful, I will start the streaming. I'll turn this stream around, motherfuckers. Thank you, Donkey Punch, for the 5. Steve Dave throws $1. You tell him, Steve Dave. I love how you've leaned into that name, by the way. Throws $1.99. It's been a long time, and it's been a long time. And I fucking hated that. And he's really leaned into it. I love it. It's his identity now. He didn't choose it. We gave it to him. Nay, we told him, this is you now. He says, now the bit is over, let's chomp at this bit. The ratio is looking like quite the bit of bullshit. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Smash the like button, or the Gators might chomp off a bit of your faces. Fuckers. Thank you, Steve Dave, for getting the chat in line right there. And Hakira for the $7.77 says, my favourite thing about the big red gum was tricking people into licking the wrapper and sticking it on their forehead. After a few seconds, it burns like hell. Good fun. Really? How much tricking was going on there? Probably one of those urban legends. Is if you stick the wrapper big red gum onto your forehead, your IQ goes up by 1. Really? Yeah, try it. You idiot.
Well, you guys have an opportunity to do something that I actually did as a freshman in college. Epoxy a quarter to the ground, but since you have like coins of much higher value, it would work even better. So what you do is you take a bit of epoxy. The 5-minute kind, not the 24-hour jazz, right?
Okay. If anyone out there is just as dumb as me, he means glue.
But it needs to be like hyper glue. It can't be just like some Elmer's or something. Like it's got to be
Elmer's,
like classic like white glue. You never heard of It doesn't matter. Okay, you don't use
glue.
Yeah, it's hyper glue. It's super industrial glue, epoxy resin. Okay. You can buy it at your local hardware store. It's available fucking anywhere. It's not hard to find. You don't need special licenses. Well, maybe in Britain you need a special license, but most places you don't need a special license for it. Okay.
I accept that, Dick. That's fine.
No, Josh Montgomery, Crazy Glue is a little too thin. You need something that's like gel-like, unless you can get like the gel Crazy Glue. Here's what you do. You squirt to the bottom of the quarter. You drop the quarter on the ground with the glue side down, obviously, and then step on it, and you just stand there. And then you walk away. Okay, and then the fun starts. Get out your pack of cigarettes, and if you're drinking, and you should be, because this is when it's funny. Watch all of the do the people watching. Watch the hijinks and the fucking antics that people go through trying to get that quarter off the ground, because that's the big value coin right there. And you got like what, 1 and 2 pound coins? You said. Yes. Okay, so did you have a 5 pound coin yet?
No, soon to be, and I personally am not accepting it. I'm going to pretend it doesn't exist.
Okay, so
in true English form,
you do the 2 pound coin, especially in today's economy, it would work even better. Okay, and yeah, we would sit there for half an hour, 45 minutes, laughing our ass off at people trying to pick up that fucking quarter. You can't. It's glued to the fucking ground, right? But they'll try. You'll see people walk up and they'll step on it and they'll do like the rubberneck. They'll look around to see if anyone has like dropped their quarter, and it's like, oh my god, a quarter! And they'll just the antics that they'll go through trying to get it off the ground. You'll see people that'll bend over and like get out implements out of their backpack and shit, trying to pry it off the ground. Oh, yeah? Unbelievable! Oh yeah,
that's going a bit. That's above and beyond. I've not seen. I mean, because don't go that is that's happened here. There was fucking hell! There's a long. Oh, by the way, thank you very much, Donkey Punch. You tell him Steve Dave and Hakira for the generous donations. If you would like to throw your hard-earned spondulas over to me, or indeed to Polydub, and even Sinatra's not here, but he is still very much part of the show. So all of the Streamlabs links are in the description. If you want to send anything, we accept every fucking red cent, and we're very grateful for anything, even if it's glued to the pavement. Thank you very much, Hakira, Steve Dave, and Donkey Punch.
Even if Drunken doesn't.
I mean, I literally just said we are grateful. I don't know why you just shat all over that. That's not.
No, but you can say you're grateful. But...
You can't. Right, so there's a very, very long-running soap opera over here called EastEnders, right? And it is EastEnders is set in the east of London, right? So as you can imagine, it's just a load of people going, "Leave it out, will ya?" Right? It is, and it sounds like I'm joking, but that is exactly what it is. Now, it was a very, very long time ago, and this is pre-£2 coin. It was an episode came out on April the 1st, which, as we all know, is April Fool's Day. Now, there was a guy who worked in the local pub, the Queen Vic. I say worked in it. It was actually Mum who was the landlady. His name was Grant Mitchell, right? But, well, forget about him. It was there was another guy called, I think his name was Nigel.
Can I kill myself? Hey, fuck you! I want to die!
Yeah, I kind of do.
All right.
Do we see? Do we see? Yeah, I had it right the first fucking time. Do we see? Yeah. Thank you for the £5 note. Very much appreciated. Back in the day, I hung out at a skate shop by a bus stop. We exploited bus fare in front of the shop and watched people. We epoxied bus fare in front of the shop and watched people fail at picking it up. Also, a bar you worked at. We epoxied a quarter by the Chang. By the Chang.
Yeah, you know, the Chang.
What's the Chang?
I don't know.
We epoxied a quarter by the Chang.
By the Chang. I want to say it's Chinese for typo.
Maybe it was the guy Chang who was always standing there.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, he was a part of the furniture. All right, so all right, so this show.
Thank you very much, Dewey. Greatly appreciate it. You were saying.
Well done, Dewey C. So guy, now we're not talking quarters here, which is your highest value coin, right? 25 cents, yes, a quarter.
Well, there are 50-cent pieces floating around. But
are there? Well, there's Dewey C again.
Dewey C, thank you for the $1. Always kick a quarter. Always kick a quarter before you bend over to pick it up. Yeah. Once you've found out about the epoxy game or played it yourself on for unsuspecting sad people, always make sure that it's actually movable.
That's the thing, is that like I mean the closest equivalent to that over here would be a 20p piece. Now if I saw a 20p piece on the ground, I'm probably not going to try and pick it up. I just carry on walking. I go, oh, there's 20p on the floor. Don't get me wrong, fucking take care of the pennies and the pounds will look after themselves. It's a saying, right?
It is. Yeah.
Well, really? Do you ever take care of the cents and the dollars will look after themselves? Is that?
But that is the saying. And
is it real? Okay.
Yeah. Right. People who say that, and it's like, oh, shut up.
See, we're bridging the cultural gap. But I'm not... Look, if I find a fucking pound on the floor, I'm like, fuck me, I'm having that, right? So in this episode of EastEnders, the long-running, absolutely terrible soap opera that... Look, if a woman has kids, then she's going to watch this show. It's just what fucking happens, right? It's like a rite of passage. It's probably because they don't go out on an evening anymore, so this is as much drama as they can get to without actually going to a pub. So this guy, it's April Fool's, and he's staring out his window with a cup of tea, and his woman comes down and goes, what are you doing, Nigel? And he went, oh, Shannon, I glued a pound coin to one of the paving slabs out there, and I'm watching people trying to pick it up. And she goes, oh, you're bloody wonder you are, Nigel, right? And he's having a whale of a time watching all these people. But then, he goes to work and everything. And he comes back home from work at the end of his day. And the fucking paving slab is gone. Right? So someone actually fucking nicked this fucking square bit of fucking concrete and took it home because it had a quid fucking stitched to it. Absolutely brilliant. But even better, he goes to the pub later on, and this is where Grant Mitchell, he's working behind a pub, and he goes, I'll have a pint, please, Grant. And he, right you are, Nigel. And he pulls him his pint, and he go, mate, and you go, and here's your change. And he went, hold on, I gave you a £10 note here, mate. You owe me a quid. And he went, oh, sorry, I forgot. And hands him this paving slab with the pound coin on it.
Of course it does. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Dude, mate, I must have been like fucking 11, maybe even 10 when that aired. And I still remember it fucking vividly. Jesus Christ. I guess it just made me laugh. One of the rare times that show was good. Right, fucking Veterans Day, Remembrance Day. We've had our laugh. Let's get serious now, ladies and gentlemen. If everyone here, if you have a drink, then brilliant. If you don't, then please go and charge your glass, because we are about to raise a glass to all the people that fought for our freedoms, that we might sit here tonight and talk utter cod shit from country to fucking country.
Indeed.
Do you observe the minute's silence over there, Polly?
No. We
You
just
not have
watch war movies and raise a glass.
Oh, we have like a national minute of silence.
No shit.
Yeah. It's we have, which is quite nice as well. That we
Oh,
do
wait a
share.
minute. I know this because it happens because it's November 11th that the minute of silence is at 11:11.
That is correct. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I know things.
You
I know things.
I saw it on the news when I was at the pub earlier on, and it just showed footage of just places across Britain, and there was just no noise, which is fucking lovely. I mean, I've been at a football match. I've been in the stadium, and there's 30,000 people there, and then they go, the referee blows the whistle, the players stop fucking moving, but you got 30,000 people in a stadium, and I've never heard silence be so loud. It's honestly one of the most powerful things I've ever not heard, and it is lovely. It's such a shame it happened, but it's also that so long. I mean, lest we forget, right? Lest we forget. This is why we keep doing it. I remember. I mean, again, back when I was like 10 or 11, and I was in a supermarket with me mum, and they'd have over the tannoy, the loudspeaker, go bang bang, and now we're going to observe a minute's silence. And they even the girls behind the checkout, they'll stop scanning, so there's no boop 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 or anything like that. It is just quiet. But there was one woman, she's on her phone or something like that, going, yeah, oh no, yeah, I'll tell him, yeah. And I'm glaring at this bitch. Because, who the fuck do you think you are? And you want to say something, but the moment you do, you're not silent anymore. So what do you do? But many years later, and I do think about it every fucking year on the 11th, about this fucking woman in the supermarket. And it was only a couple of years ago that I came to the conclusion that, do you know what, actually, no. They died for her right to do that as well. You don't get to pick and choose the bits of freedom that you like. Do you know what I mean? It's disrespectful, sure, but
it's disrespectful, sure.
I mean, no,
I don't know. I think people extend the thing a little far in terms of they died for your freedom too, and like trying to make it relevant to the kids, so the kids would like understand. And it's like, well, you know what, you wouldn't. Kids understand and make it relevant to them if you didn't spend all the time talking about how evil the country that they grew up in was. You know what I mean? Now, for real. I remember in fucking middle school, and I say it's like one of my teachers saying, so today, congratulate a veteran if you have like a grandmother, grandfather, whatever, mother, father that served, and et cetera. It's like, because I've been to other places in the world, and let me tell you, this is a pretty good place to be. Do you have to sell that? It still sticks out with me. You have to sell it to a kid like that, and you wouldn't have to sell nothing to a kid if you didn't spend all the time talking about how trash the country, institutionally racist, and blah blah blah, and the evil history. And we need to have an honest conversation about this country. No, let's have an honest fucking conversation. You want honesty, do you? But let's talk about the fucking state of the fucking world and what a fucking shithole the vast majority of it is. It's like, wow, this place is fucking great. Yes, it is. So quit complaining about the minor things and picking away at fucking scabs.
I disagree there. I think that's really down to the fact that kids don't actually understand gratitude. Because everything gets handed to them and everything. And that's not their fault. They're innocent in their minds, Everything is given to them. As it should be.
So what you're saying is we need to send kids to shithole countries for a little while to make them
understand
smart.
How good they have it. Yeah, possibly, yeah.
Send them to China for a little while, and it's like,
well, you guys didn't have Victorian work carriages. That's why we have minute silence over here.
Really? It's the
it's not
debtors' prisons that fucking include you all in.
But
is that why all British people are proud to the day, even though you don't celebrate things like St. George's Day? For God's sake,
we do celebrate St. George's Day.
Not to my satisfaction, you know.
Not to mine either, sir. And since you have said it, I have been trying to fucking whip up a storm in regards to St. George's. But no, unfortunately, I mean, St. Pat's is that's the day where you're like legally allowed to be a cunt, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I mean, that again goes back to, you know, when I say that woman was disrespectful in the supermarket for being on her phone during the minute silence. It's like, you know, yeah. I mean, fucking. Here's the thing, like, disrespect isn't illegal. Now, had we not fought against fascism, then it would be illegal. So, all right, woman, chat on. It's your right, and that's what we were fighting for, was our rights, you know.
I don't know if I go ahead calling it a right. I mean, I guess it's her privilege to not get arrested for doing
privilege.
Small,
Even better word. Even better. Yeah, fair enough.
Be doing small dumb shit when you shouldn't be. Yeah, you shouldn't be subject to arrest for small dumb shit.
But she would have been had we not stood up to fascism, or had we lost to it. It would be a very, very different story now. She would be in a fucking gulag or some shit, or, you know. So yeah, you carry on. So, ladies and gentlemen of the chat, you've had plenty of time to charge your glasses or to go and get a drink if you needed to. Please join me, Polly. I'm sure you will as well. To everyone who fought for us to be here today. That was a sweet sip of my rough corner shop piss cider.
Indeed.
It was all leading to that, you know. You thought when he's mentioned big red chewing gum, you thought that was just out of the blue. No, it was leading somewhere. Quick one, Polly, before we get into the news. I was reading today about things that films always get wrong. Now, I knew today was just going to be me and you as well, and I thought, well, actually, this is a fucking great conversation with Polly, because you get pissed off around about the same shit as I do. The things in, like, the thing that always pisses me off in movies is the over-cocking of the shotgun.
Over-cocking of the shotgun.
The over-cocking of the shotgun, right? So they pick up the shotgun and go, oh, this is like, oh, look at it. It's not even loaded. I don't know why you fucking did that, right? And then they'll do it and they'll be like, I think it's time to make them pay, right? They'll always do it before, and before you know it, you go like, you cocked that shotgun 4 fucking times now, and 3 of those were not fucking needed.
Yeah.
I mean,
a pump action shotgun has that particular sound to it, though. I understand the enticement. Cool. Yeah.
It's like your man from, what was it, Phone Booth, you know? Do you know I did? Because that sound is fucking scary.
Exactly.
Tropes maketh the film. But then there's also things like, you know, there'll be like a veritable smorgasbord of breakfast foods on the table, and the kid will come down and go, oh, I gotta go to school, and just grab a piece of toast and fuck off. My mum would have gone fucking mad. Oi, sit the fuck down. I slaved. Apparently, it's fucking 8 o'clock. I've been up since, presumably, 5 a.m. making these pancakes and bowls full of fucking strawberries and shit. Sit down and fucking eat it, you cunt. There's millions of people getting knocked out, and then just waking up, like in a separate location. If you get knocked out, it's generally at most 30 seconds. If you get knocked out for over a minute, someone should call a fucking ambulance.
Yeah, I gotta say, I mean, it's Star Trek, as much as I love it, the original series. People are constantly getting knocked out. Like, so it's so easy for people to lose consciousness in that universe. You know what I mean? Like, it's basic as Captain Kirk is such a fucking ultra Chad. You know, he'll just lightly tap someone on the jaw and they're knocked the fuck out. It just takes but one. But then, like, at every other movie, you'll see someone smash someone across the back of the head with either the butt of a gun or a pipe or something like that, and they're knocked the fuck out. Listen, if you slam someone over the back of the head with something, first of all, you shouldn't do that. And they go unconscious, you've severely injured them.
Yeah.
I mean, like, like, you should call an ambulance unless you want to be subject to, like, you know, manslaughter, that kind of thing.
It's super bad for you.
Yeah, it's super bad for you.
Well, I mean, that's Archer. They actually say it, you know that getting knocked unconscious is super bad for you. Like, you do it too many times and it's really going to fuck you up. And Archer's like, shit, I've been knocked out like 80 times. I really should see a doctor. But then, I mean, the Archer is just ridiculous, but it's also realistic at the same time. Because, you know, like, there'll be an explosion or something. Like war movies, for instance. Well, nowadays they're getting better with it, looking at, you know, likes of 1917 and shit like that, which is an amazing movie, by the way. But there'll be like, you know, a bomb. Oh, yeah.
Look, yeah. Not unrealistic there. Kara, thank you for the $21. Greatly appreciated. Wonderfully generous. The thing that really irritates me about guns in movies, apart from infinite ammo, is when someone runs out of ammo and keeps pulling the trigger and it just keeps clicking. That's not how it works. Yeah, I know.
Is it not?
Like
I thought that was the hammer clicking.
No, I've got my desk gun right here.
Do you like Kern's bread?
Ooh, well, gee, I don't know. I guess.
You gotta be positive.
Positive. Bonk. Oh, Grambe. Oh, grab me. Oh, yeah. Oh, grab me. Yeah. Thank you for the $10. Oh, grab me. Damn it. Now he nicks them. Only 1810s kids will remember.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. What? Okay. Darn it. And it's just blanked out. So it's like D-N it. Now, how he nicks them! Exclamation mark. Only 1810 kids will remember. You never see those videos on YouTube? Only 90s kids will remember this.
Yeah, no, but it's the 1810 kids is the bit that I don't really understand.
What a throwback, man!
Yeah, a hell of a throwback.
Well, that's what makes it funny. That's why Grab Me's hilarious.
Am I missing the comedy here?
Well, you're sort of not like okay. So my desk gun, right? Like there's the hammer clicking again and again. It's a SIG 227. You're right. You can pull the trigger and it should click again and again. But that's not what happens. You fire and the last round is empty. It's got a last round hold open. So like the slide is now locked back. Pulling the trigger does nothing. It's just not.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I can see it as well. Yeah. The thing's pulled back. And
yeah, I know. I'm doing it as if you guys can see it.
But that would still work with like a revolver, though. You still have the click.
Yes, it would.
Yeah,
a revolver you could infinitely click it away.
That's probably where that trope comes from, then, isn't it? It's got to be a western, an old school Wild West movie thing.
What I love is like for anybody out there who knows a 1911 anything, it's like a straight single action. You have to pull the hammer back to pull the trigger. You have to. So guys will have a gun to someone's head and they'll say like, tell me where, Johnny Frankie Boy is at. You know where Johnny Frankie Boy is. Tell me now.
I ain't seen nothing.
Yeah, I'm not telling you. And then he cocks the hammer to let him know he's serious. And it's like, there was no threat up until that point. What you should have done is looked up at him and not claimed ignorance. Like, I know where Johnny be at.
But that's if it's a revolver, right? But they still do that with like...
No, in 1911. He should have looked up at him and said, hey, or a straight single action revolver and said, fuck you, or you could have jumped at him. What was he gonna do? Shoot you?
I'm getting confused.
Try taking a gun from him.
So like a Glock. Has that still got a hammer?
No, it's a striker fired gun. Yeah.
Okay. Right. So looking at like a more modern handgun then, and we have seen them, right? Because as you say, right, be fucking tell me where the bomb is. You go, oh, he's a stupid Western man, and they go, click, tell me where the bomb is, and they go, oh shit, sorry, I didn't realize. I chewed big red gum, right? So there are guns that have that hammer, but then like, why is that there in the first place? Because I've always thought that. They go, I'm going to shoot you, right? But then they pull the hammer back and they go, now I'm going to shoot you and it's going to kill you. So presumably if they didn't pull the hammer back, it was just going to really hurt. I've never fucking worked out why. What is that? Besides a fucking Hollywood trope. What were they thinking?
Well, I mean, okay, so it's just there are different mechanisms of guns. And why a Drunken of all people is starting a gun conversation, I don't know. So like, the SIG that I have, it can fire like it's called a single double action gun. You can fire it with the hammer down, like I'm doing right now, or I can cock the hammer back.
You're firing a gun right now?
What's that? No, I emptied it. I took the magazine out and cleared it before I did any of this. This is basic gun safety.
Fair.
Don't you clear your desk gun before you start playing with it?
I don't play with my desk gun.
It's not a toy, Polly. Well, here's the reason why. In double action mode, where you have to pull it, it will pull the hammer back as you pull the trigger, and it's like a long double action pull, and it's like 10 pounds. Or you can cock the hammer back with your thumb, and it's a really short 4-pound trigger pull. That's why.
Oh, so
if you have a gun for that, you can be like, motherfucker, and like pull the hammer back to make an additional point. You better tell me where Frankie Johnny Boy is. I ain't kidding now. I got a light trigger.
A quicker reaction time, I suppose, then.
Yeah.
But then also, it lets the person know that you mean business. Like, that's the main reason, isn't it?
Yeah.
If Hollywood tells me anything. Which
the thing that I love is, have you ever seen anyone screw a, quote, silencer on a revolver? I sure as fuck have.
IRL or
in a movie?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't work. You can't silence a revolver.
You can't really silence
seriously
anything, like.
Well, you know what I mean.
Like
you
7
can't
decibels,
suppress,
isn't it?
Like, well, you're not wrong. It doesn't make it silent. It makes it quiet, and they rarely ever call them suppressors.
It's like that story you had on Wednesday about the fucking the gun inside the raw chicken.
Yeah.
I thought a pillow was a poor man's silencer. and that's in movies as well. They'll put a fucking pillow up against their head and then fire the gun through the pillow, and it goes.
Yeah, like that actually will help some.
Not much.
Yeah, the idea being that somebody who's like all the way down the hallway won't hear, but or might just hear it as a dull thud. Where somebody right next door is still going to be like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck was that noise?
Yeah, sounded like a gun going through a pillow.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I know there's somebody who's waiting to actually me out there. Yes, there are certain very rarefied revolvers that you can suppress, but they are so rarefied and so outdated. No one makes, because there's a gap between the cylinder and the front called the forcing cone. That there's a big gap. It's called the cylinder gap.
Cone.
Forcing cone.
No, it's the foreskin cone now.
No, all right, whatever. You get the point, though. There's this giant cylinder gap, and all the gases escape through there. So it's like, wait a minute, what are you silencing of all the gas? That's just it. You can't silence a suppressor revolver. Not a modern one.
I mean, if you...
But it doesn't stop them in movies. It's like, I've read books where it's like, the guy will have his revolver out, and it's like, took out his revolver and clicked off the safety catch. I'm like, fucking revolvers have revolvers don't have safeties. And they don't.
See, I don't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna have a fucking as a silencer as opposed to a suppressor, because they do suppress, but we're talking a silencer, it would be fucking huge. Like you'd have to carry it around on your back. And then after you've done the hit and you got away with it successfully because even the next door neighbours in the apartment block didn't hear the gunshot, you take it home and the noise would still be in the silencer, just ringing around. You'd unscrew it and go bang!
Waiting 3 days for the sound to muffle itself out.
It would just be fermenting like a fine wine in there. It would come out with a French accent. Le bang. A Mudshot Pirate threw $1 saying, as a truckie who is activity based, when people are impeding me from doing my job, I use the saying, come on people, your penny's holding up the dollar. $1, sorry. Happy Veterans Day, everyone. Happy Veterans Day to you. Thank you very much for the $1, sir. And the librarian threw $1 saying, Chang, noun. A man of Asian descent that hands out change at a bar or restaurant. I had $20, and wanted a tip, so I asked the disgruntled Chang to give me change and keep 5. He wanted the 20. Thank you very much, librarian. Shit, should we should probably get into the news. Fuck it, we've been bantsing for too long, buddy. We over-bantsed, Polly.
That's fine. We'll do it now.
We obeyed. Right, let's get into it. I'm already sharing a screen with you on Discord, and people of the chat, I got your back. It's by no means a slow news day, but also Sinatra. I know you're out there somewhere. You'll be thankful I've left all the American politics to you. Let's get to the news. And we're starting off, as always, with the Babylon Bee. Nation excitedly anticipates first funny Saturday Night Live episode in years after writers' boycott. Have you heard about this, Polly?
No.
I don't mean to sound like a late-night talk show host. Have you heard about this? Dave Chappelle is hosting Saturday Night Live for the first time in many times. Many years, rather. As we all know, that he was brilliant on it. But because of that... because of his Netflix specials, allegedly, a lot of the writers of Saturday Night Live have decided to boycott. Now, the reason I say allegedly is because if you're writing for Saturday Night Live, you're already... You're hanging in there right now. Do you know what I mean?
You really have to figure that they must have...
Oh, here we go again.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely. I just love the way she looks at the camera at the end of it. Did I do good, Daddy? Did I do good? Are you proud of me? Will you get back with Mummy now?
If you see the original video without the glowy Chad kid eyes, she's looking at the father like, you got any more like magazines? I'm out of rounds. Like that's the look on her face. Like I'm out.
Like the ammo version of Oliver Twist. Please, sir.
Oh sweet. And they're taking Saturday Night Live off to be buried. Yay. Okay, Akira, thank you for the $21. Greatly appreciated. Tell me where Johnny Frankie Boy is. Cock shotgun. Do it! Cock shotgun again. And I'm getting tired of this. Pulls back hammer. You just don't get it, do you? Pulls back the hammer. Again!
Draws sword.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, for Christ's sake.
Gamer Valine, thank you for the $16. Why would you mill threads onto a revolver anyway? Also, the idiots in movies always have suppressors that thread clockwise, and I thought they thread the opposite way. Well, you can reverse thread. Either way, they're going to work their way loose, which is why you should really be using a QD suppressor attachment. So the modern ones, they'll spend like 5 minutes screwing it on in a movie. You've seen that, right? Where the screw. I even have a donation for that. Was it like $750? Where Leonardo DiCaprio from help me out here, Inception, is screwing a suppressor onto his gun, and he's like screw. Modern ones are push it in and then turn it, and it clicks and it's locked in place. It's
like a bayonet kind of.
Yeah. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Half by 28 threads are like for the birds, man. To get them on. Even they have half by 28 threads, and then what do? You screw on a QD attachment point, so you can just go click, and the fucker's on.
Are you saying QT?
QD, quick detach.
QD, right? I never know with your fucking dumbass accent.
It's a fine accent. It's a clarified accent.
Veterans Day.
Hey, you know what? I figured out something that you might find interesting there, Drunkle.
Okay. All right.
Are you ready for this? Now, Americans properly rid ourselves of the superfluous U's, as in color, COLO.
They're not superfluous. They're necessary, but go on.
No, they're completely superfluous.
That's why they're necessary.
You look at the word color and you sound it out. Either way it's spelled, you're going to end up sounding it out the same way. It's superfluous.
It's not.
It is.
It's not like it's not like the coccyx of language.
It really is. There's
nothing vestigial about it, sir.
It is. It's a vestigial appendix of a letter in words. It doesn't need to be there.
Don't do this to me on Remembrance Day, man.
No, but here's something we have in
Our
common.
troops fought for the letter U, you prick.
There is one place where the OU continues to exist in proper American English. Noun or pronoun. It's not NON, it's NOUN. We didn't get rid of them all. There's still one that exists. It's superfluous, but it's there.
It's not superfluous because if it was NON, it'd be non, which is French for no, and we don't entertain the French.
And that's why we don't say color. Like, what are we,
No
far
one says it
from Western
that way.
Australia? Western Australians do.
You
You ever heard Far say no? Takes
Yeah.
4 syllables.
Yeah, but that's N-O. She's adding... No! She don't go Calais.
Yeah,
Colour.
she does. I don't mean to
Colour.
call her out, but she totally does. She's
Yeah.
like, color.
My horse is a plan of a different colour.
You gotta work on the Western accent because you do the Sydney nasal one quite well, but the
Look, if I've got to do an Australian accent, I do one, and that is Australia.
yeah, but you're really you're doing an Eastern Sydney accent.
Now can I kill myself? Hey, fuck you! I want to die!
I mean,
Like the cat, it's so intentional. That's what I loved about that clip. The cat's like, no, it just pulls it over and yeet is gone.
the cat was actually aiming for yes as well. It's just the cat can't fucking read.
Arrow Shogun, thank you for the $5. Technically, you can suppress a revolver. I told you someone was going to actually me.
Yeah, you did.
But the suppressor has to encompass the cylinder too. Some guy on YouTube did it. Hollywood created the myths behind suppressors and got them on the stupid NFA. Yeah, well, I hear you.
I would like to draw attention to Atto in the chat. And this is possibly the only time that anyone in the chat has made me think this much. He says, are the people deaf from birth the only ones without an accent?
That's an interesting point.
That's a proper shower thought, that is. That's... Whoa.
Well, no, no, hold on. Let me ask you this. Are people that are... So that's an interesting question. Because I know the people that are
Dirty of the time. Oh, wait, you shot me.
Once again, thank you, Arrow Shogun, for the $5. Greatly appreciated. But yeah, I know you can suppress a revolver. You just got to really, really work at it, and you start to wonder if it's worth it after a while. But you know, Gamer Bleen, thank you for the $7.50. I hate QD systems in general, and yes, the Osprey takes forever to thread on the 226. It's fun though. Osprey's a brand of suppressor.
It's also a bird.
Yeah, it is. Totally is. I think the Osprey is like most well known for their 22 suppressor because it's so thin, but yet works so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just flying through the sky like death from above, bitch. Pow, 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 pow.
I'll never get sick of that sound. And you hear it right there. The Hollywood suppressor noise.
Yeah.
Like, what is that supposed to be?
They got that from. I think it's like a guinea pig sneezing.
Yeah. I mean, there are movies where they...
John Boy, if I had to guess, I'd say Communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
The Pinkness. Oh, God bless you, the Pinkness. Throws $5.89. Strange number, but hey, I love it. Saying, I know you don't care, but I love you anyway, Drunkle. The Pinkness, of course I care. Thank you so much, and I love you. Always nothing but the best. Happy Veterans Day, and happy Remembrance Day.
Oh, that was bloody lovely, that was.
I don't like it when you say bloody. When an American says bloody, it doesn't sound like a swear word, it sounds like a threat.
Bloody.
Now
No,
can
it's
I
not
kill
bloody.
myself? Hey, fuck you! I want to die!
So dark. I love it.
But the cat turns around as well and it goes, fuck you!
Yeah, I know. This cat's like, what's your problem? I just saved your life. And the guy's like, 'cause I want to die. That's what I love about it. And the Pinkness, thank you for the $5. Oh, because you ignore me. Ignore you? You're foremost on my... What are you talking about, lady? You can't do nothing right for women. You just can't.
She's all...
Yeah, I say hello all the time. I talk to her. I say hi.
Yeah.
I still haven't figured out how to buy your album, by the way, now that you bring it up. I still, for Christ's sake, look, 2 tabs over from my fucking Streamlabs tab.
I've got
Now
it.
can I kill myself? Hey, fuck you! I want to die!
I've got our album, mate. I'll pirate it to you.
Really?
Fuck that home, mate.
DM a fish, Polly. What? Is that like go fuck yourself? Is that how the kids are saying it these days?
DM a fish.
I'll DM you a fish. Donkey
Yeah,
Punch Bandit, thank you for the $5. You also have the V-22 Osprey, the worst thing to hit an American helipad. That's funny. If you know helicopters, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's a very niche subject. If you know helicopters, you'll think that's hilarious.
Well, only helicopter kids will know, you know. So anyway,
Pinky going, "Oi, cunt! Don't you do it, drunk."
two tabs down from my Streamlabs is the link that Pinky sent me to buy her album. I said, how do I buy your album? And it's a PayPal link, and it just says send. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, does it send you the money when I log into my PayPal? I've never bought anything in this fashion before. I still don't know what to do with it.
But it says like $15. But if you throw me 10, I'll hook you up.
You can't undersell Pinky on her own album, man.
Hey, it's the internet, man. She knew what she was getting into.
That is so wrong. You're that guy standing on the corner. Someone selling fucking.
Can I kill myself? Hey, fuck you! I want to die!
Big Gamer Cat, thank you for the $5. Fuck you, Steve. I want to be fed, Steve.
Yes, Steve.
You can't. That's why he stopped him. You can't kill yourself before you feed me, Steve.
Afterwards, it's fine.
I'll double check it. And it's $20, she said. 20.
All right. Call it 15. Hey, man, she's big music now, you know? She's out there in a fucking salmon-themed jet.
Salmon?
Salmon. I started saying that as a joke.
Can I kill myself?
Oh, for Christ's sake!
Hey, fuck you! I want to die!
I would also like to remind people that my Streamlabs is in the fucking description as well, right?
Kimberly, thank you for the $5. No, donkey. It's usually the ocean or mountains for that VTOL. That's vertical takeoff and landing, if you didn't know, Drunken.
Yeah,
only the
VTOL,
helicopter kids would get it, you know.
Yeah. I think VTOL is planes, isn't it? Jets.
If you buy it, I'll throw you the Xmas album. Oh my God, Pinky's Xmas album! I so want that. Like you don't even know how much I want that, Pinky. Actually, yeah, I'm all about that Christmas album from you. Yeah, definitely.
Fuck yeah!
Like I said, I want to put it in the fucking background of Noir Bar. I want to play it while we're dancing and drinking. It'll be like Pinky's doing the saloon cabaret thing whilst we're dancing. It's perfect. I've started putting the Christmas decorations up in Noir Bar. I got to be ready for December 1st. So yeah.
When you're doing like a verbal based stream, it's kind of difficult to have like songs with vocals over the back.
Why are you running?
It's salmon for
bloody
12.
helicopters.
I started saying, of course I know it's salmon. I know it's salmon, right? But I just started saying salmon. And I don't know why. But it's one of those things that, like the autism kicks in and you go, oh, I guess that's just what I say now. Like instead of cyclist, it's bicyclist.
Now can I kill myself? Hey, fuck you! I want to die!
Oh, shit. I changed what's going on here. Okay, there we go. Misadventures of Steve. Thank you for the $5, Misadventures of Steve. So, I just realized how much yard work that bitch who left me last week has left undone. I asked if I could kill myself, and even the cat wouldn't let me. Makes me think that bitch left me some spy pussy. Cat. That sounds like a really bad country western song. That bitch left me so much yard work, Lucille. You know.
Spy Pussycat sounds like a very poorly made anime.
Okay, Pinky, I will. I want the 2-for-1 thing. Okay, but I don't understand this PayPal link thing. I could like capture if it was my stream, I'd show.
He
the
was
screen.
born in 1952, Pinky. I'm amazed he's here at all.
I have a PayPal. I mean, that's how people are donating.
Oh, we know you've got a fucking PayPal.
We could go back to the stream where I originally asked. It's like 2 months. I've had this tab open, Pinky, for 2 months. That's why I find it like it's like, oh, you ignore me. Ignore you? I've had this tab open for 2 months trying to figure out how to fucking buy your album, for God's sake.
The large program for $1 saying https://streamlabs.com/drunkenuncle/tip. Thank you very much, the large program. Best way of shilling the link right there is by using the goddamn link. Darth Mando quite rightly in the chat saying, news, I know, look, we got into a thing. And Big Dave says,
where are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Big Dave says, your Streamlabs won't take my credit card. You see, now finally, Polly, we have an answer. My Streamlabs is not set up for credit cards. We actually have an answer now. So now I can work on that.
Remember we talked about this like off stream?
Yeah.
Where it's like, neither of us are in fact set up for credit cards.
Can I kill myself? Hey, fuck you! I want to die!
It's still funny to me. Doggy Punch Bandit, thank you for the $5. Well, Valine, I've never seen another helicopter turn on a dime on the deck of an amphibious assault carrier. Fry landed on deck to land it upside down in the water. Goddamn mechanical nightmare. Valine.
Yeah, Valine. What? What the fuck?
Yeah, on a fucking dime.
On a dime, Valine. Get your shit in one sock.
What? Please tell me that's an actual saying.
It's a saying. Get your shit in one sock, yeah.
Is it actually?
It's a saying, yeah.
That is priceless. What does that mean?
It's priceless, but you can have it for free, my friend. Fake Gamer Cat threw $5 saying, oh, okay, here's some pity money. I'll accept. And the large program threw $1 saying, I want to get rid of PayPal, so set it up for credit card, pineapple. All right, for one program, not a pineapple. But yeah, this is, I thought I did. We were chatting about this, Polly. We both thought we had been set up for credit card.
Yeah, that's true.
But I guess not. We had conflicting messages. Some people saying, yeah, no, it's fine, I did it. But other people going, no. And now we officially know. Yeah,
no, we know. We are not set up for it. Oh, you know what I fucking forgot? Until right now, talking about all this Streamlabs shit and PayPal
birthday.
Shit. No. That went by like 2 months ago, and I totally got her flowers because I'm a good boy.
Oh, okay.
I did too. I got.
She didn't want flowers. She wanted a better son. But
I don't believe this. This is your liberty. This is your liberty. They mugged us off, ain't they? We've been mugged off by the Klingons.
Fucking mugs.
They've mugged us right off. You gonna have that, Jim?
Here's money.
Thank you very much, Akira, for the 1966, the year that Star Trek began. Much appreciated. I love that, man. You're going to have that, Jim. I fucking love it.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot. I have a new cat smack donation. Drunkle.
I got that. I just
okay.
realised that was the end of the sentence.
Oh yeah, it's at $8.
There you go.
Replacing Cat Smack 2. This is Cat Smack 3.
Oh. Well, I would love to see that.
But
I know that sounded sarcastic, but it wasn't. Everything I say is sarcastic. You should hear me at funerals. No, honestly, yeah. Fuck it, $8. I'd love to see a new Cat Smack.
Hold on. Now I'm just confused. I still don't get how any of these things work. Yeah, Joshua Montgomery asks, how old is Polly? Not old, too young, too old, whatever direction it works to understand how any of this... So Pinky said send me a fish, so I sent her a fish. I did. I DM'd her a fish. And... there it is.
Hey, fuck you, man!
Gamer Feline, who's now turned violent, thank you for the $8.50. You are Army. Since when the fuck were you amphibious, you little shit? Don't make you drive out there. You know I'll fucking do it. she'll do it, and she could turn on a dime in a car out of anger. And
I'm
she could bring in
also
her fan.
very happy that you two are arguing via Polly's PayPal. Carry on. Fucking brilliant.
Well, look, so
Do you hear what he just said about your mum, Levine? Fucking tell him off.
Levine. So Pinky says DM me a fish. So I DM'd her a fish. The stupid looking fish. The carp or whatever. What is it?
I know, dude. There's loads of fish. What the fuck do you want from me here?
Well, you're getting the same fish.
No, you've sent me a fish as well?
Well, I will. No, wait a minute. That's the
so you expect me to? Are we playing Identify the Fish?
The herpes fish from Australia.
Now
that
can
one.
I kill myself?
Oh, I'm having a piss. Fucking hell.
Hey,
He's gonna
fuck
go
you!
have a piss.
I want to die!
And there it is. Okay, Akira. Wait a minute. Why the fuck? That was $8. Why'd the same $5 one come up? God damn it. I'm going to have to go in and fix that. Okay, so I'll play the proper one. Akira, thank you for the $8. Of course it's a saying, Polly. Come on, man. Get your poop in a groove. That's not a saying. Get your poop in a groove. Hold on. Let me play the proper fucking... Oh! You know what? Okay, I'm going to have to fix that. Did he actually leave? Motherfucker actually left. Yeah, no, it's my fault. I fucked that up. God, I hate when things are my fault and I can't blame it on Chad or Drunkle. Well, Drunkle's not here. It is his fault. There. Fuck him. Okay, well, he's gone. Something that just came up that's actually really sad. I didn't notice it until Viper Sword mentioned it. I didn't know. Kevin Conroy died. Fucking F's in chat for Kevin Conroy. I'm like, oh no, not the Kevin Conroy when I saw that Viper had typed that. Yeah, the Kevin Conroy.
Now can I kill myself? Hey, fuck you! I want to die!
For those of you who don't know, Kevin Conroy.
Voice of
was
Batman, dude.
Yeah, voice of Batman and Bruce Wayne throughout the original animated series and some of the feature films that they did. He is the voice of Batman. Fucking legend. Amazing. Just like stage actor as well as, of course, voice actor. Way too young at 66 years old.
So fucking young, mate.
In
this day and age.
Godspeed, Kevin Conroy. Godspeed, you brilliant, brilliant man, you.
Do you know, here's the thing, though. Like, I mean, whenever something bad happens, you know, well, at least I try and look for, you know, something good that's going to come of it. There should be next fucking Batman movie tribute. There will be a little fucking Kevin Conroy Easter egg in there somewhere.
Yeah.
That kind of thing that if you know, then you know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how, I mean, that's the beautiful thing about, because you, I mean, if you're, I mean, indeed, our age, you know, you grow up watching those cartoons. And whether or not you realised it was him, he was still a fucking massive part of your childhood. And so that is a big punch in the feels.
Yeah, it really is.
So, you know, he's been, you know, he's been immortalised. In that's the beautiful thing about acting and voice acting is that the amount of people that you affect through what you do, you do live on for a lot longer than is honestly.
Where are we,
humanly
John
possible.
Boy? If I had to guess, I'd say Communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Which is why acting is such a fucking respectful art form, because if you do it right, mate, then you're basically immortal. It's wonderful. Dewey C throws $5 saying, no one did amphibious like the Royal Navy, you misguided colonials. HMS Uckit. Is it HMS Suckit? Oh, that was a fucking lovely ending. Thank you, Dewey C.
Okay, so Akira. Of course, it's saying, Paulie, come on, man, get your poop in a group. And here's a donation. Here we go.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wait a minute, it repeats triples? Oh, Jesus. I'm going to have to
Is it
fix
just
that,
like
too.
a thing of people throwing cheese at their cats?
Yeah. And that cat tries to get out of the way so intently that I was like, oh my God, this video is priceless. That's the best cat smack of them all. And Donkey Punch Bandit, thank you for the $5. Fucking do it. You got to meet the wife anyway, and Twinkerbell misses you. Twinkerbell? Wow, this has gotten really inside baseball. I don't even know what they're talking about. Remember, though, Valine's bringing her pan to bash you over the head, Doggy Punch, so I wouldn't, entice her.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. You can fuck around and find out. She can strike hard with that pan, like what she did to that goose. But back to Kevin Conroy. I remember the DVD extras from the complete collector's edition of the animated series, where the person who was doing the voice acting, they had what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
They'd done tryouts for the voice of Batman / Bruce Wayne. Auditioned. Thank you. They had auditioned for the voice, and she said we had done well over 100 auditions, and what we had was a lot of people doing Clint Eastwood impressions, basically raspy, harsh. That's what we kept saying. Another Clint Eastwood, another Clint Eastwood. She goes, and a lot of them were very good. And then Kevin Conroy came in, and she goes, as soon as we heard him, we knew this was our guy. And because it was just something he was able to do, this subtle difference between Bruce Wayne and Batman, and you could tell that it was the same guy. Yes, Christian Stale, take a look at that. You don't need to be Bruce Wayne where you're just talking in your...
Yeah.
Your fake American accent that sounds kind of odd, and then your Batman is infamously what it is. Like, it's like,
so
no.
Weird, though, isn't it? No one ever went, Bruce Wayne? Or the billionaire with a lisp? Yeah. You know Batman? Oh, you mean the vigilante with a lisp? Yeah.
Yeah. That guy.
Nah, two separate people, mate.
The thing that I liked is it cut to Kevin Conroy talking, and he's such an actor's actor. He's like, well, okay, so I'm doing this Batman Bruce Wayne, so what's my motivation? And I remember like watching the screen like, what the fuck? You're asking what Batman's motivation is? What do you mean? Just do a voice. What the fuck? But then he's like, well, they explained it to me. Like I was asking a friend, so who is this Batman guy? I've never really read comics. Like I kind of know he has a cape and he swings around. He's like, well, he's this guy whose parents died. And then he becomes Batman to avenge himself upon the criminal world and set right what once went wrong, that he was too young and too ignorant and too incapable of stopping the murder of his parents. So now he's back as a fully grown adult and he's going to set things right. And Kevin Conroy goes, oh, so he's Hamlet. Okay, he's Hamlet. And that's where he got the voice from. I'm like, that's insane. Okay, well, Godspeed, sir. You understand Batman through Shakespeare. I'm okay with this. I like this.
I'd like it to be the other way around. Let's start teaching Shakespeare through Batman. Get the kids involved again, you know? I would have been fucking more interested in Shakespeare if there was a more of a fucking DC spin to it, you know?
Yeah. And I'd be more interested in Batman if they taught how it's largely lifted off the shadow. Just saying.
The shadow. This
shadow rocks.
Knife with a face. Brilliant.
I mean, think about it. They let fucking Alec Baldwin not have one gun, but two through the entire filming, and no one was shot. That film from 94 is a miracle.
They didn't know, Polly. But yeah, fucking.
Maybe it's a little early for that. I mean, people died. What am I joking about?
A lot of people, dude. It's Remembrance Day. It's Veterans Day. A lot of people have died. I think if we can't fucking have a little bit of remembrance today, then when can we? F's in the chat. Kevin Conroy, all of our troops, and that person that Baldwin killed.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
J. Kate for 20.
Been a while since I've contributed. Have a no-no square on me.
Oh, but sir, 'tis apparently my no-no square that you shouldn't be touching. Thank you very much, JK. Been a while since I contributed. You're all right, man. We always know you're out there, but I still appreciate your $20. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And Hakira for the $3 and the Ricky Spanish says, I'm kind of down with the Polystroke Drunken Bant stream. Well, look, we have got news. Akira, here's the thing. At the beginning, before we started, right, we were chatting away. I was complaining about my fucking cold, right? And then Polly just went, all right, so we'll finish on time tonight, shall we? We should be finishing now. We actually should be finishing in 2 minutes, Polly, and we have done one article.
Holy fuck, you're right. I just looked at the clock and it's like, Jesus Christ.
Excuse me. Also, I was explaining how I've set up a mute button on my Streamlabs because I've been coughing a lot because of my cold, and I haven't fucking used it once. I've just been coughing. So a lot of things have been ignored.
I'm listening to Pinky's Winter Wonderland. Holy fuck.
So you're listening to music while we're meant to be hosting a stream?
No. I'm not listening to music. I'm listening to Pinky. 'Tis different.
That's harsh. Bloody hell.
It's in a class unto itself.
She can hear you, man.
Well, yeah, or Winter Wonderland. I'm still listening to it. It's unbelievable.
Thank you, JK and Hakira. Thank you very much. Should we get into these articles?
Yeah, I guess.
Can you hear that as I inhale? I've my cold has progressed. I'm feeling a lot better today than I was in the week.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do my own thing. I'm not this purchasing that, like. Do you have a SoundCloud, Pinky? If not, I can show you how to set one up. I can even show you how SoundCloud. No, that I do know how to do, and I can even show you how SoundCloud encourages you and teaches you how to buy views. Which is weird.
Yeah.
It's like artificially inflate your views through this. Yeah.
I like my views.
No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my PayPal and I'm going to take Pinky's PayPal.
Your PayPal.
Okay, I'm going to go into my PayPal, and when I get there, I'm going.
Your PayPal. Like as a member of the fucking Catholic Church.
And I'm going to fire off a wire transfer to Pinky Direct. Maybe that's what that link is supposed to do, and I've just been hard-headed about the whole thing.
You hard-headed? No.
Because if I've got your, if you've got anyone's email address for their PayPal, you can just send the money. So that's what I'll do. I'll just fire off the money.
Yeah, that's
and then that's how you got her album?
Wait, no, actually, I've not done it yet. She actually sent me the money to buy her album, and I still haven't done it. I'm sorry, Pinky. I just remembered. I will do it.
She sent you the money to buy her album?
Yeah. Well, she could have just sent me the album, but she went the PayPal route. Pinky's a complicated soul.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I can really show you how to set up a SoundCloud. There's so many bad mumble rappers on there. Like I'm listening to like Winter Wonderland already, and then while Drunkle's talking, I'm basically listening to Pinky because
I've not been talking. The large program throws $1 saying, I called work and told them I had car troubles and would be late. And you're running even later. Officially, now we are. Although, the rule is, half hour over is generally acceptable. Although that kind of evolved into, half hour over that half hour is acceptable. So it seems like
exactly
my time 1 a.m. is generally the finish time. There was a couple of weeks ago when I actually finished, I think, midnight GMT, and I saw someone in the chat went, oh, short stream tonight, eh? Like, no, bitch, that's the time we're meant to fucking finish. we just kind of got into a groove, I guess. That's what happens now. But
I've been telling you, you old otter. What? Telling me what? What the fuck?
Yeah, you got to say it louder. He's old.
Yeah, I'm ignorant. All right, now for the penultimate article. Go ahead.
Yeah, and that's it. Should we just skip ahead and get to the game? Because I can save all this news for Monday.
As you were saying, you have to do 2 back-to-back shows, right?
Exactly.
You're set to go for Monday, brother. We got you
actually fine with this. We can skip ahead. I'll just penultimate article. We'll do world record and titular article. Are you up for that? We can totally do that.
Yeah, because you got a game, right? A one-person game. You said.
I say it's a game. It's a quiz.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's a quiz. I mean, hey, this stream has been fucking brilliant, by the way.
What do you mean? I've had fun. I think Chad has had fun. You guys ever watched Noir Bar? This is the whole thing right here. It's
Excuse me. Oh, good lord.
The one that Sam and I did together like a month ago, we had a quiz of American history or whatever the fuck it was. Yeah, that quiz was up on screen for like 3 hours. That stream was 5.5 hours long. Literally. 5.5 hours. Yeah, 5.5 hours of just Sam and I back and forth. Like, that's what happened. Somebody's like, so this is what ADHD on stream sounds like. Fuck you. It's fine.
I mean, I've 5.5 hours when someone else. I've had Twitch streams where it's been just me playing a game. Don't go. You have like people in the chat that you can talk to and everything, but
that's a good
you
point.
cannot
Game
forget the
streams
fact that it is still me in a room talking to myself for 5 hours. Oh, to which, actually,
speaking of which,
ladies and gentlemen, I would be remiss if I didn't apologise for the lack of Sunday, the Jackbox stream on Sunday, Sunday last. My Ethernet cable got fucked up because it has to go from my studio into my living room, and a lot of people, there's a mat that goes over it, but a lot of people just walk on it, so the cable itself got fucked. And I had a new one, and it's lovely, carbon fibre, and it's flat, it's fucking gorgeous. And I cracked that out, but it turns out it was about 0.5 meter too short. So I had to fucking move my computer from one side of my studio to the other so it can reach. And then, of course, vacuum because there was a load of shit underneath it and everything like that. And it's all looking nice now. And then, of course, I would have done it Monday, but that's when my fucking cold kicked in. I just felt fucking shit. There was no way I was sat there and I was going to talk for fucking 3 hours on end.
Freemasons run the country!
So, do not dismay. There will be the Jackbox Olympics round 3 this Sunday on twitch.tv/drunkleplays. That's fucking happening. That's a fact. And you know what? I am feeling better, so there may well be Witcher 3 tonight after this stream.
Oh, excellent. Tell him M. Dave Steve U. Thank you for the $1. This is proof positive that Honker and the Waffle needs to be a podcast. I'd download it. Listen to it at work instead of that annoying bitch who asked me where the blueberries are next to the berries. Where are the blueberries?
Next to the berries! He just said it!
Don't yell at me. It's
Don't yell at me, Waffle.
I don't want to hear it. Molly O'Kemi says, I miss Noir Bar, but I often work Saturday mornings, so I miss it. It's fine. We actually haven't done one, tragically, in a few weeks, and it hasn't been because we're avoiding it. Somebody actually asked in the comments section of one of the AAA episodes of mine, does probably not do Noir Bar anymore. No, schedules have just been screwy. That's been the entire thing. That's all that's been going on. And we won't be doing one tonight, but we will be doing one tomorrow night. God damn it, tomorrow night we're on. We're good to go. Schedules have already been set. Life is good. Yeah.
Because it feels like a Monday right now. Because oh God, it's the end of the week, and yet it feels like the beginning because I'm streaming a fucking. Do you know how things like fuck you up like that? You know.
No, I absolutely do.
Yeah, you ever been sat there with a friend and they go, "Look, I know it's Friday, but it feels like a Wednesday."
I do remember in grad school when in my master's program anyway, when the days of the week became like not to be noticed, that everything became blurred. Because once you were done with class work and you were just working on your thesis, day to day, the amount of people that showed up on a Saturday thinking it was like whatever, a Thursday, because they had lost all fucking track of days of the week, because it's not like you had to be at a seminar on Wednesday or whatever the fuck. You just kind of like waltz in and be like, why are there so few people here? Because it's Saturday?
Yeah.
It's like, it is?
It's so few people, not like, why is there no one here? Because they're not the only one that wandered in on a Saturday.
Yeah. Well,
no, it was the same.
Days of the week became by the campus bars, like Wet Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, etc. Because every night of the week was a drinking night. So it's like, what is today? It's Wet Wednesday. Yeah.
My course was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then the rest of it was what they called reading days. We still, even though it was theatre, there was still a fuck ton of essays that we had to do. Performances as well. So, like, if we weren't gearing up for a performance, we would rehearse every day of the week, sometimes weekends included, if there was a performance. But then at the end of it, you would still have to do a fucking write-up and everything, and you'd have like a month and a half where you have to get this essay done. But Monday through Wednesday, those were the days we'd have to go in and do the actual training. So Wednesday was known as University Friday.
Yeah.
So and that fucked with my internal timeline so fucking much. Because sometimes it was Friday, and you're like, oh, fucking brilliant. And make sure you use your reading days properly. Yeah, fuck off, Pauline. I'm getting wankered, right? Just the same as everyone else. But then there was other times when you're like, oh yeah, fuck off. I'm getting wank. Oh no, shit. Actually, I've got to think about the fucking Oxford comma and shit like that now. Like I actually can't do that. Oh no, actually no. Wait, it's not a fucking real. I've got to come in at fucking 7 a.m. for a fucking 8-hour rehearsal tomorrow. It fucked 3 fucking years.
An 8-hour rehearsal.
Oh my god, yeah, dude. Fucking towards
acting,
the end of my
Holy
degree, mate,
shit.
it was a fucking full-time job, bruh. That I hated. Because it wasn't even the kind of acting that I liked either. It was just like, Millard, be the colour purple. It got really fucking wanky towards the end, dude. Really fucking wanky. Yeah, it was fucking... We were doing like fucking 9 to 5 rehearsal. It was exhausting. Thank you, Hakira, for breaking that awkward silence, who threw $1 saying, I know that feeling. I don't have set days off. I work 12 hours a day. Everything is just kind of a blur. Dude, I think that's what when people say time is a social construct, a lot of people don't quite understand just how much of a social construct it is. You know, you compare someone who works fucking 9 to 5, 5 days a week, to someone who works nights. They live very, very, very different lives. And in the winter, even more so. You know,
you notice it from emails and shit that you get and text messages from people where it's like, why are you texting me at 4:30 in the morning? And you just start to get used to it after a while. Yeah. It's like Nurse Khaleesi, same kind of fucking thing. Like nurses' schedules, like messages will come in at 5:30 in the morning, and it's like, why? Because nurse's schedule, and like I haven't gone to bed yet, so it's fine.
Oh, even YouTuber's schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I'm in the UK. I'm very well aware that I have a predominantly American audience, which is why I'll be fucking like tonight, for instance. I'll be fucking Twitch streaming until about 5 a.m. Now, to anyone in Derby around me, indeed in the fucking building where I live, I'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing? We're trying to sleep. I'm fucking working, dickhead." And then I'll end up texting someone at fucking 5:30. Hey, how are you? Hey, girl, you up? Right. Yeah,
that's what I don't understand about Sinatra. Like, I get text messages from him at like 5:30 in the morning because that's when he wakes up. I don't understand how he lives that. Like, I get it. He's got kids and a family and whatnot, but like he's off to bed at like old person time and up at old person time.
But I can text him at that time as well. If I can, I have an idea or something. Hey, we should do this. He's up because he's just woken up and I'm about to go to bed. We kind of sync up at that point. That's the golden hour. But I'll send someone in the UK. I'll just be like, oh fucking, hey, how are you doing? And they go, what the fuck are you doing up? Why are you texting me at this hour? I'm drunk, you dickhead. Why the fuck do you think?
Yeah.
I send a lot of questionable messages at that hour of the day. You want to hear a fucking fun one? There was a girl I met at the pub, and she is not even what I would call good looking, right? But she was nice to me, so I'm not obviously she likes me, right? And she went, "Oh, what's your phone number, Millard?" "Oh, fucking there you go," and everything. And we didn't even fucking text each other saying hello or anything. A couple of days later, I was pissed up on the fucking corner shop piss cider, and I just fucking sent her a message after I got back to the pub and went, "Hey, how about we do some coke and I come in your mouth?" And she never got back to me.
Right. Fuck, I wasn't expecting that. All right. That's cool.
Neither was she. I did see her a couple of weeks later at the pub as well. She went, I got a message. I think it was from your number, but I'm not sure. She showed it to me. Oh, yeah, that was me. And she went, oh, shit. All right, I'll unblock you now.
Fake Gamer Cats, can you, check your DMs? I can. Are we talking, if we're talking on Discord, everyone goes by a different name, so I don't know who's who. As Far likes to say, I'm, quote, living in digital filth. There's
that's nice.
Yeah, she's like, look at all of those notification badges. For God's sake, answer those people. I'm like, yeah, but I don't know where to start. I don't know who's who. Everyone runs by a different name. I don't understand.
He doesn't even know how to buy an album, for God's sake.
Yeah. She was, I want you right now to clean this up, young man. You are going to go down and you are going to click red on every single one of those just to get rid of them. I'm like, yeah, but I haven't read them yet. She goes, it doesn't matter. Clean up your room.
Leave him on rec. Clean your room. Are you sure it's far, not fucking Jordan Peterson? In 15 minutes through $1 saying, there you have it, guys. The show is over. But if you find yourself with an itch only a AAA meeting can scratch, then don't bant for an hour straight just yet. Shit me, we have. All right, let's do some news.
All right.
Let's do some news, right?
What's the cat?
You got me in 15 minutes. For $1, you got me. You got me.
Oh,
right, here we go.
Hey, it's Larry the Cat. Okay, hey, Larry.
This is Larry the Cat, who has outlasted 4 UK Prime Ministers. Do you know Larry the Cat?
I'm aware of him. Yeah, you only because you've talked about him, though.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. This show isn't just about US politics. There is also a lad from another country around here, and sometimes I like to talk about British cats. Now, this is
now Lauren's here.
Oh, look at
This
that.
man isn't black.
Alan for 10.
What?
Hello, Uncle.
Hello, Alan. Oh, you legend, you. This is Larry the Cat. Is the number 10 Downing Street's chief mouser. He's a cat. Right, 10 Downing Street, very old building, right?
He's a cat.
He's a cat. Like, he chases... What I love him, he's got a little bit of chest hair as well.
Okay. He's mousing 10 Downing. Got it.
Yeah. And he's very good at it, right? Because it's a very old building. Lots of mice and everything. Very old building, right? So they... Oh, God, it's giving me a fucking... It's almost time to restart your device. Get fucked! Fucking restart your bullshit.
No, I've got a fucking Windows restart.
I set it to do it tomorrow when I wasn't going to be here. And it still went, oh, you're doing now?
Yeah. This PC doesn't currently meet the minimum standards to run Windows 11.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Neither does mine, man. I'm just like, I don't want Windows 11, but my PC is good. Fuck you, right? I don't want Windows 11, but I could.
I don't want it. I don't
could.
want it at all.
All right, so,
it's just like Fake Gamer Cat says, I want to pet that cat. I want to pet that cat too because it looks like royally pampered. It looks so soft.
Well, he's not royally. He's politically pampered. It's just
He
like
looks
all the
politically
MPs,
pampered.
really. Yeah. So he's been around, and of course, there's been a lot of exchange of leadership going on. And he's outlasted 4 prime ministers right now. There was when Boris stepped down, people were we didn't get a say in this because it was the Tory party, the Conservatives. Even though we call them Tory, which to me seems that they should be called Conservatories, but that's like a room.
I never thought of that.
Yeah,
it's
weird, that, isn't it? And people going, I vote Larry. And I would prefer to vote Larry over the absolute fucking wankers that we got offered. Not that we were offered them anyway. But still, Larry the Cat out there in his fucking prime doing his goddamn job. Which is more than I can say for any of the fucking leaders of this country for the past fucking 50 years. Yeah!
Yeah.
Like
Lawrence
that?
is quite the stalwart figure. Look at him there in all of his Britishness. Even
know.
without the bow tie.
Is it Lawrence?
Larry, yeah.
It was Larry, yeah, but like when you name a cat, it's not like you don't, my cat's called Bill. It's short for William. It's just called your cat Bill.
Well, yeah, but if we're speaking of him in formal PM Downing terms, we should be calling him Lawrence. Which we probably
should. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah. He is, after all, feline of standing. I'll take it back.
Can I kill myself? Hey, fuck you! I want to die!
Polly N-word, thank you for the $5. N-word
actually said N-word.
Yeah, that's good. That's like, Edward Enigma.
That reminds me, I've got to go back and fucking trim the stream at the end of this, haven't I?
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
yes,
I almost forgot about that. All right.
Well, thank you, Polly N-word, for the $5. Cats are assholes. Well, not Lawrence here. Lawrence is just an asshole to the mice, and they've got it coming because who the fuck do you think you are trying to, scooch down into 10 Downing?
Yeah. That's
a lot of nerve.
All the mice are socialists.
How?
I don't know.
They just think they can squat wherever they want, and the government should feed them.
I guess. I mean, that really. Yeah, that's what mice are, isn't it? It's just squatters.
Good point.
I think we Animal Farm 2. English Boogaloo. Let's write that. By Honker and the Waffle.
So, when is your prediction that your next prime minister is going to be the result of an election?
Oh, God, I don't know. Dude, I don't fucking... I haven't got a fucking clue right now. We've had...
Did you hear the amount of money that the new PM dedicated to the fucking climate reparations?
Oh, yeah, because he's at fucking COP27 right now, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you were saying, well, this sounds a lot like reparations when I was talking about it once. I'm like, that's exactly the word that they're using. And yeah, the billions to climate reparation. And yeah, some of that money is possibly going to be going to China. The rest of it's going to be going to Africa, owned by China.
Forget about where it's going. Apparently, the UK is facing the longest recession in history. Yeah. And we're giving money away? Like, dude, it is halfway through November.
This man isn't black!
Donkey punch for 10.
What?
You Muslim lesbian.
Whoa!
You do not trim the stream.
Well, I've got to get rid of that bit as well. Jesus Christ. No, I've got to trim the stream because Polly did a fucking Polly word. Which is why I've restarted it 3 times.
Well, I wasn't sure what you meant, so I needed to clarify, for God's sake.
You know that's not what I meant.
Oh. Is it?
I meant a cigarette, you prick.
Well, whose fault is that?
Yours!
Which are off-color slang that you have.
No, I'm pretty sure yours was more off-color than mine. I have ejected that word from my vocabulary, sir, just because of working on fucking YouTube. I roll cigarettes now. Even when I'm at the pub, would you like to go out for a cigarette? They go, ooh, look at Millard. I go, no, it's not like that at all. Trust me. It's just I've had to stop saying it.
I mean, Shadowclaw's not wrong. The U.S. sending money to Ukraine. I mean, yeah, it's not a joke. Like, on today of all days, we're sitting here talking about how the West is cutting its own fucking throat. Yes, we're horrible, awful people, but everybody still wants to come to the West. But we're going to be racistly oppress all of you once you get here, which is totally not true, lest they wouldn't be coming. And welcome to all of our social services that don't help out the BIPOC communities enough. Blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, let's send all of the fucking money that we have elsewhere where, and pretend that it's critically needed to protect our democracy, to protect their democracy in Ukraine. Wait a minute. Ukraine? You mean the place that has only one legal political party, so it was by definition not a democracy? By definition not a democracy? That bears repeating.
No. Ukraine needs the money so Zelensky can finally buy a fucking shirt and tie.
A friend of mine used Zelensky as a verb, and it was fucking hilarious. Like, it was actually brilliant in the American sense of the word brilliant. He's... The waitress brings by, like, we're at buy one get one free night at a bar for happy hour last week, right? And the waitress brought an extra beer, and it's like, well, did you tell her? And he's like, no, I just Zelensky'd it.
Begged?
What wasn't rightfully his.
Oh, okay. I think begged.
No, just stole. It just means stole.
Oh, just
like
stole.
Nick.
Yeah, okay. Right.
Yeah, just stole.
I came in poorly dressed.
She was dressed in olive drab military gear. It was very weird. Yeah. And that should become a saying, like, of international mockery, that anytime you take something that isn't yours, that you have no claim to whatsoever, and act like it should have been yours from the beginning.
So I like that to Zelensky something. It was a bit, it's a bit syllabally, but okay. I could work that in. Fake Gamer Cat says, do they actually say word over there when talking about smoke? Yeah, no, genuinely we do, yeah. Especially like, the working class the working class in which I reside. Yeah, I'm going out for happens all the time. So, like, I had to, because of me being, and it's officially 6 years as of the 2nd of November that I've been on YouTube. My channel turned 6 on the 2nd. I completely forgot about it. I'm sure everyone else did as well. But it's been that... I've had to work that word out of my vocabulary because if I say it, like I'm just going to roll up a then YouTube ain't going to give a shit. I go, no, guys, I meant cigarette. That's what we say over here. They're not going to care. So I've had to just kind of get rid of that word. And I refuse to do it with other words because I've made my sacrifices, Polly.
Fair enough.
Like the mice of 10 Downing Street. I've paid my dues.
Is this a titular article?
No.
I pay for your food, you brittle-boned fuck.
Brittle-boned fuck. It's so weird hearing Caroline here because I've been like binging on Caroline's Twitch streams.
Yeah. Which
has made me want to. Oh yeah, I never talked about that and all the dancing that we did.
It's been a fair bit.
Yeah. I've been, like I said, I've been spending my time setting up the twitching and the Twitchers and whatnot, getting everything set camera-wise and microphone-wise, and I have a lot of audio problems, so I've been figuring out, and I figured out some of those things. I figured out that Sinatra's audio system, I don't know what it is he's doing, but I got to have a conversation with him. His audio setup makes me sound muffled like shit, even though I'm running off of a Shure mic. If you listen to a Wednesday stream and then you listen to a Friday stream that Sinatra's hosting, not this one, you'll notice that all of a sudden, like, why does Polly suddenly sound like muffled and crappy, but Sinatra sounds super clear? I don't know if it's on purpose because we're both running Shure mics. We should sound somewhat similar. No. It's like the whole high end is cut off, and so I want to find out what he's doing with the his EQ that he runs everything through, because I don't want to replicate that same thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So there's lots of stuff going on, and
but by all means, when it comes to Twitch, go to Sinatra, who streams on there once a week. Don't worry about me. I don't stream on there 5 times a week.
No.
I don't know anything about it.
I haven't talked to anybody about Twitch yet, and I certainly need to understand it because it's one of the running jokes with Caroline's streams. She doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. It's like, she's like, but I have all these people watching, because she's like a YouTuber, right? And doesn't get Twitch. She just figured out how to get OBS and the Twitch ingestion, and that's it. And everything else is a fucking mystery to her. And her chat is wide open. She has no prohibited words or banned words or anything like that. So people are like dropping Hitlerisms and everything else in chat. It's a fucking disaster, and she handles it.
You wouldn't get away with it here.
Oh, nice.
You shouldn't get away with it at home.
Estonia!
Hey guys, really enjoying the ambience of Drunkle's pub here on a Friday night.
Freemasons run the country!
Isn't that a lovely thing for Estonia? It's a very rare thing, actually. We get to hang out in the AAA pub on a Friday night. It's actually, I think this is the first time ever, and it's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you very much for Estonia for the 25.
That's Kitty Stalker says Wednesday AAAs are always a little quiet compared to the others. See, now these are the kind of things I need to know. And one thing I figured out is I need to turn the fucking donations down. They're like twice as loud as our audio volume. So yeah, I definitely need to turn up our fucking audio, and I need to figure out what the fuck's going on there in that way. C. Thomas, thank you for the $3 and the original cat smack. Don't you know that we need to fortify our democracy by making a one-party monopoly and use our money to prop up the bar fight between Russia and Slavic Mexico? Don't be a Putin puppet. CNN, probably. A Slavic Mexico. I love it.
I think we should invent it.
That is not very far off. The AAA librarian, thank you for the $1. Zelensky, verb, stealing or receiving something that one did not pay for. I did a Zelensky at the bar when a waitress served me my friend's beer. He was shit out of luck.
That's it. That's it. God taketh away the word for cigarette, but God giveth Zelenskying.
Yes.
I think it's a fair exchange, and I've never been happier. Gamer Levine, a while ago, Gamer Levine, I threw True Footy for the Ricky Spanish, saying Lucifer is pleased with the longevity of his British counterpart and the lack of fucks he gives. Lucifer, if I recall, is the name of Gamer Levine's cat.
Yes.
So, Larry, being a cat, I mean, look at his little fucking face as well. Like, he knows he lives in the fucking place of power for Britain. He fucking knows.
Hey, yo, invest in stonks, gamers.
Alright, no, just wait for my fucking time.
P to the dubs. It's Polydub.
Bitch, let me have it.
Why do you keep screaming, bro?
Festonia, thank you for the 25 fucking dollars. Greatly
Yes.
appreciated. Very fucking generous. And, you know, who doesn't love that donation? I know I do.
I do.
Sending you some love too, Polly. Well, thank you, Festonia. Love you too.
We do love Festonia. Hakira threw $1 saying, might be your fault, mate. Y'all invented it. I think this is regarding the word we weren't the ones going around calling cigarettes polywords. Here's the thing, like, they were called polywords before they were called polywords. When these people go on about reclaiming words, they don't get to reclaim it in the way they want, you know. It's just like
that's our word, and you can't have it back.
Exactly, and dude, it is our fucking word. It's the fucking English working class word, and we are very angry people in the first place.
Yeah. No, I think about this for a second. Zelensky's like how to get revenge upon this man, because you're never going to get the money back that he's conned out of guilty Western hand-wringing liberals. You'll never get that fucking money back. And the con artist fucks that they are that have all their illegal
fool and their
fucking
money
accounts
are soon
there.
parted, you know.
Yeah. So you're never going to get that money back. So what do you do about it? That he goes down in history as the great charlatan scumbag that he is. When somebody says that guy's a Benedict Arnold, you know, traitor, turncoat, scumbag. That's Arnold's progeny for all time.
What?
Benedict Arnold tried to betray the revolution. He tried to betray General Washington. He tried to turn over West Point to the hated British. No offense, it was a long time ago. Get over it. That kind of.
Why'd you say hated? You didn't need to say that bit.
Well, at the time.
Don't say hated British and then tell me to get over it in the same fucking breath.
I was saying, so a Benedict Arnold, and that's Arnold's legacy, and always will be, and he will never be able to escape it, even though he's in the grave. Exactly. He's marred for all time. The charlatan, money-raking, scumbag, fake leader, fuck. Like, there's been Ceausescu's, there's been fucking...
if you say another fucking polyword right now, dude, I swear to God.
DM and his brother, also DM, leaders of Vietnam, who both got assassinated. Just scumbags that are just in their positions of power to steal fucking money. Imelda Marcos, the list goes on of world leaders, but Zelensky is how they should all be known. This person is a new Zelensky when that new leader rises up. When you steal something and act like you always owned it, and it was yours and you had it coming to begin with. Yeah, that's a Zelensky move. It should It should be his legacy, because we'll never get the money back, so we might as well mar his name for all time.
Yeah, like he's going to give a shit about it when he's sat up there in his opulent palace of splendor. Like, oh no, people are saying bad things about me on Twitter.
Really? Look at some of the places in the world, like Myanmar, when they get angry at their leaders. What do? Well, they kind of show up and have a conversation with them.
That's why he wears a fucking olive T-shirt, because he's one of the people. But this is what I'm saying, though, because the amount of money that your country and indeed my country have been sending over now. Now, economists have not just predicted but declared that the UK is going to be facing the longest recession ever. And we are still sending money over to Ukraine. When now the turn of phrase at the moment is you have to choose to heat or eat. It is halfway through November, and I have not turned my heating on in my flat, right? Because I just straight up cannot fucking afford it. So, like,
understood.
Yeah, I mean that's what. But fucking no. Let's send fucking money to Ukraine, right? There are people. You can either fucking eat food or you can heat your fucking house. You cannot have both. Now that is. It sounds like I'm exaggerating, but that is actually what is going on. Viper is in the chat. We've got fucking Credible Threat out there as well, who lives in Wales, a part of Britain. We all know this is what's going on. Guys in the chat, tell me if I'm fucking wrong right there. That is what is fucking going on right now. Now, we're sending money over to a fucking war that has nothing to do with us. And our people
is a false
are fucking
war where
suffering. I don't give a fuck if it's a false war or a genuine fucking war. It's not our fucking war. The war that I'm fucking fighting right now is against the goddamn winter, mate. Now, when Game of Thrones came out, they said winter is coming. I went, oh, that's good. But now I'm fucking fighting against the goddamn Night King. I'm bloody freezing, mate. I'm fucking freezing right now. And do you want to have a fucking article regarding that, right? Here you go. couple who came from Ukraine went back because of the costs of housing in the UK. They chose to go back to a fucking war zone because of how economically fucked it is over here right now.
Jesus Christ.
Let that shit sink in for a second. They fled Ukraine, came to the UK, looked around and went, oh, actually, no, it was better back there.
Yeah.
Right? You can't even... Dave Chappelle couldn't fucking write that joke.
I mean, this... What more could you ask for in a fucking page just to sum up where the West is at right now? Couple returns to Ukraine due to UK housing costs. My God. And then the live top story is about Zelensky claiming victory over Russian assets. And then a picture of Donald Trump and an article on like why Trump is doing such. Fuck me. Just another guy. Hey, fucking Golden Otter Club member. Thank you very much for the $21. You leave their money laundering scheme alone. They have investments to get a return on.
Bubbles.
Kira, thank you for the $2. Zelensky. Nothing less than $5 billion a year is acceptable. Yeah. When the man actually makes demands on other countries, that should be the time to say, go fuck yourself. Like, you've got to be fucking kidding. You can't make demands like that on Congress, on the entirety of the West. Actually making fucking demands in your broken English while you're sitting there in your fake soldier LARPing suit. You little polyword. Oh, God, I was so close. I was
Dude, you don't understand. Ben Stiller visited him. That means he's a good person.
Ben Stiller?
Yeah,
Why? What the fuck? Why?
Well, fucking virtue signaling, obviously, mate.
But that is so beyond the pale that it seems like it just stands out. Like, what are you doing there?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. All of these fucking Hollywood cunts have been fucking waiting for a war to break out so they can seem like the fucking good people they aren't. That's why they were going fucking visiting him. And of course he's accepted them with open arms because they're like, hey, this is my fucking key to the West right here. This is my key to fucking Hollywood. They're gonna make a movie about me in a couple of years. That's probably what they were fucking talking about. Of course he's going to fucking... Ben Stiller wants to go over there, mate. And of course Ben Stiller wants to go over there because everyone... Oh, look at me. I support Ukraine. Because here's the thing. Now, and we've spoken about this before. If you aren't sucking Ukraine's dick, then people are going to be... And like, even moderately, you go like, do you know what? Maybe... Like what I just said. Look, fucking people are fucking... You know, old people are going to be fucking freezing to death this winter in the UK, right? Maybe we should be looking after our own people first.
Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Oh, been a minute.
Mona Lisa. Yeah. Da Vinci?
Brave fight against the White Walkers.
Oh, Kitty Stalker, you fucking legend for the $15.07 for your fight against the White Walkers. I mean, I will fight on. Do you know, the best thing I can do is just come into my studio, put on Kerbal Space Program, and then my fucking computer becomes a space heater.
This man isn't black! What?
Did you see that Sean Penn gave his Oscar to Zelensky?
Oh my God, I did! Yes! Sean Penn gave his Oscar to Zelensky and said, keep that there until you've won the conflict. Like,
what does that... I was kidding because Sean Penn shows up everywhere. So does fucking, like, is Clooney shown up? Like, it...
Give it time.
I hate Campbell say Sean Penn visited there too. And I read that in chat before I had a chance to crack the joke. What, is Sean Penn going to go there now? Because he shows up in every little fucking war zone, as does Clooney. He actually gave him his Oscar and said, you just keep that. How fucking useless is that?
Keep that in the office until you've won this conflict. And he was sure to use the word conflict as well, I think. Because you can't
Hold your fire! This man isn't black!
Stupid monkey for 10?
What?
To keep warm.
Oh, you guys are legends. A stupid monkey not looking so fucking stupid right now. I mean, to be honest, look, I wrap up. It's me budgies I kind of get scared for. If I I could survive outside. I'll just wrap up warm. I'll put on some fucking, some thermal underwear, some really thick clothing, load of blankets and everything. But me budgies are still going to be sat there and fucking just, they're stupid little fucking bird brains. It's those I actually worry about more than anything. I think I could get to the end of the year without putting my heating on. Normally, I'm good. If I get to the end of October, that's generally pretty good. And it has been times where, like, as soon as midnight hits on October 31st, I go, right, heating's on. But I'm weathering this bitch right now. Thank you very much, Stupid Monkey Cult of Krill, and the legend that is Kitty Stalker as well. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. Yes, he actually handed over his Oscar and said, keep that there until the conflict is over. Like Russia's not going to fucking dare bomb Kiev now because they might destroy an Oscar. It's so fucking dumb, isn't it?
You're so retarded.
This is what I'm saying. Is like, you got fucking people, and America as well. You've got a shit ton of problems right now, and you are giving billions to Ukraine. But if you dare say, how about looking after your own people first? People go, what? You some kind of fucking Russian sympathizer?
Yeah, but worse, you're a Trumpist nationalist.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than those ultra mega nationalists, man. Yeah, right.
It's gone full fucking gangland politically, hasn't it? Like, you're either with us or you're against us. That traditionally, that's never really worked for the person that said it, but it's really working for him now.
Over a false democracy. You got to be fucking kidding me. I mean, they have dirtied the word democracy at this point. They say democracy's on the ballot. You got to vote for democracy by only voting for us. And we got to protect democracy on the other side of the planet where there's only one party. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, because, this week you had the midterms, and I saw a lot of things online. Make sure you go out and vote. Wait, no, not like that. Yeah. When they said vote, they meant, no, I mean, just do what we expect you to do.
Hold your fire! This man isn't black!
Alan for 10.
What?
Take care, Uncle.
Oh, I do, sir. The thing, you ain't got to worry about me. I appreciate everyone giving money for the heating and everything, but you got to bear in mind that I've got so much alcohol in my bloodstream that I'm basically insulated.
Yeah, the blood sucks in that it just flows. No problem. Nothing gets coagulated there.
Like if I got caught in a house fire, I'd go up with a blue fucking flame. Thank you,
and I'd go up some damn quick with the accelerant I got flowing.
Oh, excuse me. Can you have that crackle in the chest, mate? That means I'm getting better.
Yes. Why Trump is suddenly attacking Republicans. Zelensky says this. Couple returns to the Ukraine. Yeah, is there an article on how we're completely fucked? No, I didn't think so.
Not from the BBC, no.
Yeah, right. Is there some article on how we're retconning history on one of our programs yet again to show that there were no white people in history, that Britain is black?
No, normally it's the BBC that does that. So they're not going to report. You remember Anne Boleyn was a black woman, sir. Do you not remember?
Yeah, of course she was. Well, the mother of Queen Elizabeth I, of course she was black. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, right. Yeah. What was their problem with Meghan Markle? There's plenty of black people in the monarchy. Right, let me bring you over to a penultimate article then, and this is a world record for the week, Polly. And it's not a shit one. It's not from David Rush either. This is man visits 78 pubs in 24 hours to break Guinness World Record. And this is him with his friends, all dressed in a watermelon outfit, which is pretty fucking awesome.
Why watermelon?
I don't know. I'm not going to question it because, fuck it. You carry on, lads.
It's fuck it. 78 pubs, right?
Yeah. Oh, look at this.
Nice.
Akira!
To help keep the mama's uncle and the budgies warm, and a few nips for yourself.
Oh, I'm all about the nips, Akira. Dude, thank you so much. $59, you generous son of a bitch. You didn't have to do that, mate, but I appreciate it all the same. Thank you very much,
Akira. Rocking, swinging the cock, doing the helicopter.
Akira's been a bit of a fucking legend tonight, Polly.
A little bit. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. And looking out for the budgies as well. Jesus Christ. Look. If we don't look out for the budgies, who can we look out for, They serve no point in my life but to piss me off. And yet I love them all the same. Akira, I love you. Thank you very much for the $59, mate. You absolute fucking legend. All right, so fucking this is, of course, in Australia.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
My first guess was Britain.
Well, yeah, it was. But then you hear about it, and it's like, yeah, and they were drinking goon bags in between the pubs. Like, it was just a weekend, and then somebody said, hey, you guys realize you're only like 5 pubs away from a record? And they're like, really?
See, now I've said it's Australia. Does the watermelon outfits make sense now?
Yes. It
little bit
somehow
more,
makes more
right?
sense. I don't know how, but does make more sense.
It kind of fucking does. 15 minutes ago, threw $1 saying, that's it, guys, this show is over. But if you find yourself with an itch that only a AAA meeting can scratch, then don't go banting for an hour and a half straight just yet. Well, let's see if we can get the 2. Thank you very much, 15 minutes ago. That's one of my favourite world records. But I'll bring you up with a titular article here, Polly.
Where are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Brad Pitt, fucking Brad Pitt, throws $5.90. No message, but I got a message for you, Brad Pitt. You cheap fucking bastard. You've got that Fight Club money, mate. You've got that fucking Fight Club money and you give me $5. I'm freezing over here, Brad. You sat in LA.
Hanging out in fucking Ukraine with your parka on, your really expensive custom
right?
parka. We're cold as hell.
Your BAFTAs over to fucking Zelensky and shit with your memories of shagging Jennifer Aniston keeping you warm on a night. $5.90 for I'm going to tell that to Amanda the Witch tomorrow. Polly, the other day I went in and I saw her and I just went, has Brad Pitt texted you yet? And she went, what? Why? I told him to text you. And she went, no. And I went, I'll have a word with him.
Well, yeah.
And she's gone, what, really? And I just walked off.
Charming.
I'm a little bit mean to her sometimes, but it's just too tempting. Shadowcat throw $1 saying, a friendly suggestion. Someone ought to make an $11.11 dono of Conroy's I Am Darkness, I Am the Night, I Am Batman clip. Now, that is a sterling suggestion. And Polly, I think that would be you, mate. You're the Batman guy.
I am. So, yeah.
Who
I'm
better?
I'm gonna come up with some donations for Kevin Conroy. God bless him.
Yeah, I've got one in particular. It's gonna be because I haven't got a $500 donation, so I've got an idea and I've got it. Right, I've got all the bits I need, but I've got to sit down and edit it and I've got to make it look good. Now the thing, like the Battle of the Bastards, the Battle of the Boys. The Game of Thrones one for $150. I spent a long time on that because you got to get the music right, and I wanted all the best bits. So that's exactly what's going on with this one. If it's going to be a big number, then it's got to be a big fucking video, right? It's got to be worth it.
Damn right.
But yeah, so this shit don't happen overnight. You got to fucking sit there. You got to think about it. You got to agonize over it. Blood, sweat, and fears, Polly. Right, titular article, right? So this particular episode of the AAA meeting number 264 is brought to you by the tagline, once, twice, 3 times the Mercedes. Because driver seriously injured after being run over 3 times by own car.
Was somebody stealing the car? Or were they trying to ghost ride their whip? What the fuck?
No. Right, okay. Now this is going to be one of the very rare occasions. I mean, this is a very rare occasion when I actually read the article instead of the headline, right? This is frankly fantastic, right? It's a Swiss woman, 45, weird name, but they call each other weird names in Switzerland. Was run over 3 times after she got out of a car and left the engine running, right? So there's no one else involved in this. This is just her, right? A woman in Switzerland was seriously injured after she got out of a car with the engine still on, only for it to run over 3 times. The 45-year-old had stepped out of a car in a residential area in St. Gallen in northeastern Switzerland. Thank you for this, good bit of colour for the article. We all know how it happened, not where it fucking happened. Probably in order to get something out of the boot. That's what we call the trunk. You with me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
But then the car, which was on a slight slope, began rolling backwards. The woman had attempted in vain to stop the vehicle before falling to the ground and was ran over a first time. The car had then rammed into another vehicle and rebounded back in the opposite direction,
Jesus
running
Christ.
over the woman a second time. But then the car hit a sidewalk, sending it back towards the woman and running her over a third time.
For fuck's sake. Oh, holy Christ. Okay.
All right, the first time you go, oh, this is unbelievable. The second time you're like, oh, for fuck. The third time you go, oh, come on.
When it gets the rebound, I'm not gonna lie, that was the one I felt like doing. Okay, the rebound. All right.
So you kind of go like, I am in a Laurel and Hardy sketch right now. I knew it. Do you know what really gets me about this there, right, is you got boot over here, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, but then sidewalk. Like, fucking pick a language. You know?
Yeah.
Fucking 3 times. How many times have you been ran over by your car, Polly?
Never once.
Nary a one, good sir.
This never happened a single time.
You may now consider yourself newsed. Well, no, we managed to fucking... Look, we got some news in. just be happy with that. Should we get on with the game real quick, Polly?
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, my God. Oh, I'm going to mute it real quick.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
No, you could hear me. They couldn't hear me. No, it's good. That is the end of the cold coughs, mate. It's productive now. That's like every time I cough now, you can feel that, like, something's coming out of me, and I'm pretty sure it's internal organs. Right,
you should check. Make sure you don't lose anything, for God's sake.
So, throughout all of this week, mate, I've been coughing, and I go, oh, God, I'm pretty sure there was blood in it this time. But there never was, so, you know, maybe next year. So, right, so we've got a game, and it is specifically for you, Polly.
Oh.
Okay. Melanska threw $1 saying, cheers, Drunkle. Happy Veterans Day. My mum is an army vet from the Vietnam era. Love your work, bro. I love your work, Melanska. Happy Veterans Day and happy Remembrance Day to you as well. While we're all here, just before we get the game as well, if you've got a drink, guys, raise a glass to all of those that allowed us to be here today. American, British, hell, even fucking Russian if we're talking World War II. Life is life. Ah, fucking
Fair.
lovely. A sip of freedom.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Let me change the windows for you here, Polly. There you go. You're all set. Now, this is the game that we're going to be playing today. Polly, we've often spoken about America, and indeed, you know, indeed my knowledge on America. But how much do you know about England? So
very little.
Today I'm going to ask you, are you going to take a, not just a citizenship test, but the Meghan Markle citizenship test?
Okay.
Because I know how much you love her, right? So there's 24 questions. You need to get 18 of them correct in order to legally become a citizen of the UK. So if you do this tonight, Polly, then you're a fellow Brit.
Oh. Bubble.
That is if you want to be.
Akira, thank you for the $2. It's not darkness. The quote is, I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
See, that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the voice for that as well. You should totally do that.
Yeah. Well, let's not talk about my, vengeful habits.
Yeah, let's
nocturnally. No. Sure, I put on a cape and go fight crime, but that's not to be discussed here.
You're not special.
Everybody does that.
So this is CNN said when Meghan Markle, this is from a little bit back, when she marries into the royal family, she'd have to take a citizenship test. Citizenship test is like, it's hundreds and hundreds of questions, but they randomize it. So you get 20, and they get 24 of them out of them, and you have to get 18 out of the 24 in order to. Now I've done a fair fucking few of these just for fun, because of course, you know, I've had a couple of stints of dating absolute fucking foreigners. And it's fun to do these things. And look, I get a lot of them wrong.
Fair enough.
So it's fun.
Yeah,
to
no,
do,
I didn't get all of the 100 difficult American history questions properly right. So
yeah.
Hey,
You'd expect like someone who's fucking who's born there to fucking be 100%, wouldn't you? But no, don't happen. Right, so if you get this right, mate, then you are a fellow Brit. Here we go, okay?
All right.
So, what countries does Great Britain refer to? It's multiple choice. You got just England, Scotland, and Wales, England, Scotland, and Northern Ireland, or England and Scotland.
England, Scotland, and Wales.
Bing! Correct. Excellent work.
Fuck yeah.
Yes. Right.
I still don't understand why Cornwall's left out of there, but whatever.
Because it's a county, which is a fundamental principle of British life. Actively supporting your local football team, eating fish on a Friday, ignoring your neighbours, or participation in community life. This one kind of tripped me up as well. Look, I guessed.
Okay, eating fish on a Friday. Okay. The Brits today are not commonly known for their Catholic devotional practices, so I'm going to say no
it's not,
on that one.
That's what's known as a chippy Friday. You have fish and chips from the takeaway on a Friday.
So you're appropriating Catholic culture. Okay, that's interesting.
I suppose that's work. Actually, no, that was World War II. It was during rationing, where they generally, but it was seen as such a good comfort food that the government still allowed it.
Since it's a legitimate test, I'm going to say ignoring your neighbors wouldn't be it. Participation in community life, eating fish on a Friday, actively supporting your local football team. I mean, it seems like actively supporting your, would be the thing because y'all love your football.
Yeah.
But
this is where I'm saying I guessed on this one.
This is what I mean, like the right and proper one. Like, is this a legitimate test or is this like a jokey test? Like, I don't.
24 questions taken from the legitimate test. Yes.
And I would say participation in community life. I'm going to go with that.
Is that your
one.
final answer, sir?
Yes,
Viper
sir.
in the chat saying chippy tea. Exactly, Viper. Exactly. And that is correct as well. It was the comfort food from World War II where there was so much rationing going on, which is why it's so popular now. And a lot of it's traditions, and we have a very, very rich history when it comes to traditions.
Manchester United for the win. It is correct. Okay.
You'd be wrong. It's actually Manchester City at the moment, but yeah, do continue.
It's not Manchester United. That's the only football team name I knew.
Not for a little while. No, Manchester City, the most funded football team in the world. It basically comes down to money. But the most beautiful, because Manchester City and Manchester United, both teams in Manchester, huge rivals. Now, Manchester City have a stadium called the Etihad, which is Arabic for United. That's wonderful. Which colonies of the British Empire decided to declare their independence in 1776?
It's American. I just can't believe they asked that. Oh, it's like, all right. Make it real hard for Megan. I just... Do you think she'll know? The failed actress Barbara? You think she might know?
Did she? To be honest, if you marry, you don't need to take a citizenship test if you fucking get a visa, like marriage-wise.
Right.
So
American.
Yeah. But yeah, of course you are right. Which of the following is a British overseas territory? Solomon Islands, Malta, Falkland Islands, or Australia?
Falkland Islands.
Correct. Who built the Tower of London? Oliver Cromwell, Queen Elizabeth II, Winston Churchill, or William the Conqueror?
Oliver Cromwell.
Indeed, it was not.
Not. It was William the Conqueror that far back. Wow, that's interesting.
Because
that is way the fuck
I put Oliver
back.
Cromwell as well because of he came in and fucked up the royalty, but no, he put them in the Tower of London. It was already there. Yeah, so yeah,
I figured that it was a constructed thing around Cromwell's time, like that there was a smaller structure that was built up into a tower. I had no idea. Really, William the Conqueror? God damn, the Tower of London's old.
If I recall, he put the two sons of the king he conquered in vats of wine in the Tower of London where they drowned.
Son of a bitch.
Very violent past, sir, but all history is built on violence. What can I say? What do Sir William Golding, Seamus Heaney, and Harold Pinter have in common? They've all been awarded Nobel Prize in Literature, they've all been Prime Minister, they are all famous British athletes, or they were all part of the first British expedition to the North Pole.
Fuck me. I have no idea who any of these people are. I'm going to have to guess. Since Seamus is in there, and that's particularly Irish, and the Irish are known for producing fair authors, I'm going to go with the Nobel Prize in Literature one. This is my guess.
I mean, Golding, I kind of know, but it's Harold Pinter. I do know as an actor, he wrote The Dumb Waiter. It is Nobel Prize in Literature. Very good.
Oh yeah, woo! That was a good guess. Come on.
It was also a shit play. Saint Andrew is the patron saint of which country? Scotland, England, Wales, or Northern Ireland? Adidas saying they were all in Harry Potter. Fuck you, Adidas.
Scotland.
Andrew. You are correct.
Thank you.
Well, thank me. Thank your knowledge.
Thank you, knowledge. Okay, that's
thank you,
weird.
knowledge. Yeah, question 8. You are 1/3 of the way to becoming British. In everyday language, people may say "rain stopped play." With which sport is this phrase associated? Football, cricket, horse racing, or rugby?
In any sport where it can rain outside. What the fuck?
No, rain stopped play is a specific term. Plus, don't you guys have like indoor football?
How is this part of a citizenship test? That's like asking basketball questions for U.S. citizenship. That's retarded.
There are hundreds of questions. It's just about knowing the culture and history, you know, and apparently fish and chips as well.
Are there any questions about like the parliamentary system or something that actually fucking matters?
Somewhere, probably not for Meghan Markle.
But yeah, no.
This is the easy one.
Yeah. All right. Rain stopped play. I'm going to go with cricket because that seems excessively English.
You are correct.
So that's a particular... Okay, but you don't ever say that in football, that the rain stopped play.
No, they play through the rain.
Oh.
Rugby? Oh, rugby's so much better in the rain. Mud! Yeah! Fucking rugby in the mud is amazing, mate. But yeah, cricket, though, it actually affects how the ball bounces, which is when they bowl it, they have to do it overarm and it has to bounce before it goes to the batsman. So if the ground is moist, then it will affect how the ball bounces. So there have been times when it comes to like test match cricket, they'll do like one fucking, what do they call it, a leg. And then it'd be rainy or anything, and it could be stopped for like fucking 2 weeks before they get to the next one. Cricket is a fucking dumb game, and I hate it. Next question. Who has to pay national insurance contributions? All those aged 50 and below, single people with no dependents, everybody in the UK who is in paid work, or people who work full-time?
Who has to pay national insurance contributions? Well, it could be all those aged 50 and below because it's adding in people that are like working full time. I find it hard to believe that in a system that leans socialist that you would be asking people working part time to pay into the national insurance.
Oh, goodness, we don't lean socialist. We just have socialist aspects.
Oh, okay. But then
still very much a capitalist country.
National insurance seems universal. I'm going to go all those age 50 and below. Why not?
Oh, I can tell you right now, everyone in the UK, as they near the age of 16, get issued their national insurance number. You are wrong. It is everybody in the UK who is in paid work.
Okay.
That is everybody.
Bubble. Kira, thank you very much for the $2. America needs a more difficult citizenship and nationalization test. I agree. Some of the questions that are on there are just tragically simple.
Well, yeah, but it's not, you don't exactly want to turn people away, though, do you?
America?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't.
What are you talking about?
If people want to come to the country legally, then you're like, yeah, fucking come on in. That's the beauty of America. I mean, what does it say on the fucking Statue of Liberty, you know?
It says a poem that somebody wrote that isn't legally binding in any kind of way. So what the fuck does it matter what it says?
Legally binding. Look, I'm saying if they come legally.
All right, let's move on.
There's a difference, isn't it? It's like, dude, I know you don't fucking hate immigrants. You just don't
No, I
like
don't.
illegal immigrants. Oh, that's fucking fair, dude. That's fair. Right, what is a responsibility that you will have as a citizen or permanent resident of the UK? Using your car as much as possible, keeping an allotment, looking after the environment, or visiting your local pub regularly.
Okay, I'm going with it's looking after the environment or keeping an allotment, and I don't know what an allotment is.
Oh, okay. An allotment is it's an allotted piece of land that not the government, but the council, that is your local government, will give you for growing vegetables and such.
Oh, looking after the environment, then.
Correct.
That's pathetic. That's on the citizenship test. That's really fucking pathetic.
I didn't say it was
disgusting.
Good.
That's disgusting.
Hundreds of questions.
That angers me. Like, who are the most maligned and marginalized people inside of British society? And the answers are like POC, BIPOC, LGBTQ. Like, you got any more?
Legally, I cannot answer politics?
That. Jesus Christ. No, that's a disgusting fucking question to have in there, that they put environmental fucking cultism into your citizenship test, for fuck's sake.
Very, very old country, very, very old laws. Why is 1918 an important date in the history of women's rights? Women were made legally responsible for their children. Women were given the right to vote. The first divorce laws were introduced, or equal pay laws were passed.
Right to vote, no. Legal responsible for the children, I'm going to say no. So equal pay laws or first divorce laws are introduced. I'm going to go with equal pay. No. Yeah, no. I'm gonna go with the divorce law.
Okay. The divorce law, as far as I know, was around about Henry VIII time, which is why he started his own fucking church. Right. Equal pay, I believe, was in the 80s, but 1918, First World War, when all the men went off to work and the women started taking on the men's jobs. And general, this is where the suffragettes came in the UK, was the right to vote.
Oh, shit.
Because they said, we are doing just the same jobs as men. Now, a lot of people will say it was because of the protests and everything. And they turned violent over here, did the suffragettes movement. Very fucking violent. And they'll say, oh, it's because of that. But it wasn't. It is actually because women started doing the jobs that men had to do. That's what gave them the vote. Don't fucking listen to the feminists. It's because they started doing equal work. That's what gave them equal responsibility. And the moment they start complaining they got equal responsibility, you tell them, we can fucking take it right back again. Where is UK Parliament based? Holyrood, Senedd, Westminster, or Stormont?
Westminster.
Yeah, fuck around. Question 13. In which part of the British Empire did the Boer War of 1899 to 1902 take place? India, South Africa. Oh, yeah, fuck around. Of course it was fucking South Africa. Good knowledge. Good knowledge. Which of the following is a famous Stone Age site in the UK? Nelson's Column, Globe Theatre, Stonehenge, or Windsor Castle?
Or Hadrian's Wall. Stonehenge.
Well, why would Hadrian's Wall be fucking stone? Oh, it's made of stone, fine, but
because it's made of stone.
Most things are made of fucking stone. My fucking flat is made of stone. It's Stonehenge. Who invaded England in 0800 00 1066? Is it Canute, William of Normandy, Harold of Wessex, or Richard the Lionheart?
Well, I've seen Robin Hood Men in Tights. It was Richard the Lionheart. William of Normandy.
Thank you. For God's sake. I was really worried then.
Well, the Norman invasion. Battle. Come on.
Because it wasn't even the good Robin Hood with Kevin Costner, was it? It was Men in Tights that you were citing, right?
The one with Kevin Costner really was good. All jokes aside.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking Alan Rickman as the sheriff of Nottingham. Was the longest death scene up until Trinity in the final Matrix movie.
And I don't care what anyone says about Costner. He has been for a very long time one of my favorite actors. I just dig watching him do his thing. I don't care that he can't do the accent. It's fine.
I watched Waterworld the other day.
Yeah.
I mean,
you know what I've been meaning to watch and I've never seen is The Postman. And I'm a huge Costner fan.
Oh,
I've never
I
seen
remember that. I stopped watching it because it was
long.
No, it was on TV when I was living. I was at home with my two sisters, and I was watching it, and it was good. But there was this scene where like someone was just like, "Oh, me and my wife can't have kids. Can you have sex with her?" We're all about the same one, yeah. Yeah. And so this is about halfway, maybe like 3/4 of the way through the film, and I'm really enjoying this movie because it's like he wasn't even meant to be the postman. He just found someone with a load of fucking letters, and he just kind of like fell into this job and ended up like getting a rapport with all these communities and everything. And I was like, this is fucking brilliant. And then he starts shagging this fucking woman, and my sister walks in and went, "Oh, Millard, didn't realise you were into porn." And I went, "Oh, just fucking change the channel then." So I never watched the end of that movie.
Because of sibling judgment?
Yeah. Huh. I'm actually quite prudish. Yeah. Still, question 16. What happened in 1215 to change the powers of the king? Magna Carta, the Reform Act? I'll start it, so I'll finish. The Domesday Book or the Black Death? Is the Magna Carta, yeah. What must you have done in order to vote in elections? Paid income tax in the previous year, passed an electoral test, registered your identity with the police, or put your name on the electoral register.
I don't know, but I actually don't know. I'm kind of curious about this. Register your identity with the police. I'm going to say no, because like I would imagine that any Mahmoud Mohammed can vote regardless of whether he's registered. He could be a registered sex offender with the police. Well, if he was Mahmoud Mohammed, they never would have charged him if he was Mahmoud Mohammed. It doesn't matter how many girls he had raped.
I don't want to cut this part of the show, Polly.
No, okay. Paid income tax for the previous year. Yeah,
Trimble says they end up as a couple at the end of the film. Oh, I've not got to watch it. Cheers, Trimble. Fucking brilliant. You're right though, Kevin Costner, great actor.
Yeah. I'm going to say the electoral register thing. Just that you must be registered to vote.
Yep.
I would imagine.
Correct. Very good. Which of these is the name of a novel by Jane Austen? Sense and Sensibility, Our Man in Havana, Oliver Twist, and Far From the Madding Crowd.
Sense and Sensibility.
Very good. And the...
Our Man in Havana. I love it.
What was her name? Bitch, who played fucking Nanny McGee. Shit, but she won an Oscar for writing the script of
Rebecca Hall?
That film. No, it's not fucking Rebecca Hall. Jesus Christ.
Keira Knightley?
No. God,
I'm sorry. I have alabaster skin, dark-haired English ladies on the brain, okay? Leave me alone.
Who played Nanny? Oh, fuck, I'm fucking good. Right, for the first time in my life, I'm typing Nanny McGee. Oh, it was McPhee. Oh, fucking hell.
I will not pretend there aren't hot English girls, for God's sake. And Emma Thompson, I mean...
Emma Thompson.
It's like that.
Oscar.
It's like that other one.
Writer.
What's her name? What's the other one's name there? The Watson one.
Emma Watson.
That's
Hermione.
The Hermosa lady.
Yeah.
Hermione. Yeah, whatever. Hermosa. Yeah. Hermione. Whatever.
Havana Watson.
I don't know. I've only seen the first 20 minutes of the first Harry Potter film.
Emma Thompson is she's should we say a mature lady?
No, I'm aware of who she is.
She's put her time in. She won an Oscar for writing Sense and Sensibility.
When it comes to English actresses, she's the only one I ever hear about. And I'm like, the one from the Harry Potter films, that stupid feminist idiot? Like, why the fuck when there's like Keira Knightley's walking around? What the fuck?
Keira Knightley sucks.
Whatever. Oh, and Kate Beckinsale, another great one. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I would say she's good. Emma Thompson, she's S tier actress, mate. The thing about female performers is like they've got time to get good because they'll be young and they do all the work, and then they disappear for a bit because they get old, and then they come back and then they can start playing, mothers and grandmothers, and that's when they can really fucking shine, and that's when they can get the awards. A lot of people say that's sexist, but I actually see it as a privilege because they get time to fucking just tuck away and like work on it, and it come back and they can be amazing. Whereas you look at Tom Hardy, he's going to be in front of our very fucking eyes until he dies. If he shows up at a fucking acting class, people are going to fucking talk about it, you know? Right, next question. How often does Prime Minister's questions occur when Parliament is sitting? Every day, once a week, twice a week, or once a month?
Once a week.
Very good. The one last night was an absolute shit show. Which Jubilee did Queen Elizabeth II celebrate in 2012? Golden Jubilee, Platinum Jubilee, Diamond Jubilee, or Silver Jubilee? I'll give you a clue. It ends in Jubilee.
You son of a fucking jackal. Diamond?
It was the Diamond Jubilee. It was indeed. She recently did the Platinum Jubilee and then just died. What?
I was aware of that, yeah.
That's why my conspiracy is that she actually died just before the Platinum Jubilee, and they got a lookalike in because they're like, oh, look, everyone put so much planning in. Which is why fucking, Prince Philip, they didn't seem too distraught when they were at a funeral because they already knew about it. They'd had time to...
Holmes.
What are Beowulf the Tiger and She Walks in Beauty? Novels, plays, films, and poems? You say poems, and you are right. Beowulf, big fucking giveaway.
She walks in beauty like the night.
Oh, really? Because I went Beowulf. That was my giveaway.
Oh. But, yeah, I mean... But they're all epic poems in the Tiger.
I mean, they all are poems. Yeah, all right. Question 22. When walking your dog in a public place, what must you ensure? That your dog never strays more than 3 meters away from you. That your dog does not come into contact with other dogs. That your dog wears a collar showing the name and address of the owner. Or that your dog wears a special dog coat.
It's either my guess is that it's 3 meters or the collar.
That sounds like a threat, doesn't it? That sounds like the police are coming up to go, oi! It's either 3 meters or the collar. What's it to be, son?
But I mean, I would assume that the licensing thing with the collar and whatever is a universal thing, not just when you're walking, just to own it. So I'm going to go with the 3 meters thing.
You go ahead and grab that first.
All right. Hakira, thank you for the $2. Hakira just rocking it tonight. From what I've seen, Americans know as much about being British as the British, whereas their definition of Americans equals yeehaw. Yeah, about like that.
How
that
dare you?
Right. Yeah.
How dare everything I've learned about American politics has been against my will. How dare you? I've been here. Fucking election night. All the debates between Trump and Biden. I was here. I was online. I was on Sinatra's channel. I was there for fucking all of them, man. How fucking dare you? Take that $1 back. Send it back to her, Polly. Right, what was your answer? Sorry.
It was the 3 meters away from
3 meters. It is actually the name and address of the owner.
Okay, so let me see if I get this straight. See, this is the guy. I would be that guy, having done many tests in my time, where I'd be walking up to the front of the room and going, no. So you're trying to tell me that if I have a house dog that I never fucking walk, it's fine that it doesn't have a collar, it's fine that it's not registered, that it doesn't have its address, that's fine? And they're going to be, well, no, that's not what it... Well, fuck you. Fuck you, I'm right.
Dog in a public place.
No, fuck that. You're trying to tell me that it's okay for me to have a dog in Britain and not have it registered, licensed, or a collar on it. You're telling me that that's the case. If I don't ever fucking walk it.
If you don't ever walk it, yeah, but if you don't ever walk it, then you're going to get that dog taken off of you, mate, because that's cruel.
That's bullshit.
You got to walk your dog.
Bullshit. This is fucking garbage.
No, like,
you're trying to...
Unless you've got acres and acres of fucking sprawling fields, in which case, yeah, you do you.
It's because I'm not Akbar Muhammad. That's why you're holding me to this fucking standard. If I was here cursing out fucking Britain and demanding fucking free social services and calling y'all racist, now you wouldn't make me do this test.
See, now you're sounding British. Next question. 23. What is a fundamental principle of British life? The rule of law, the rule of the monarch, the rule of your local member of parliament, or the rule of the upper classes?
The rule of give everything we have over to other people who don't look like us because we're criminally ashamed of who we are.
You see, as we're getting towards the end of the test, you're sounding more and more British. You're getting it, dude. You're getting it.
I'm going to go with the rule of law.
You would be correct. And the final question. Which of these stories are associated with Geoffrey Chaucer? The London Tales?
Canterbury
Tales? Yeah, of course it fucking is. And your results, sir? 22 out of 24. You're British!
Fucking hell yeah!
You're British!
Hold on, 22 out of 24. I thought I got more wrong than that.
You got 2 wrong. Hakira throws $3 saying, I do care. Calm down, Greta. How dare you?
Mark Smart, the rule of the queue.
I should be in school. There should have been a couple of things like, if you're in a queue for the post office for over 15 minutes and someone cuts in front of you, what do you do? And the correct answer is just tut loudly and roll your eyes. There should have been like a couple more cultural things in there. Do you know what I
mean? Just tut loudly.
How do you pronounce scone? Of course, it can't be verbal, can it? It'd just be a picture. Yeah. What's this called? Scone? Scone? Stone? Bun? Have you, oh shit, you're doing, Noir tomorrow.
British. Tomorrow, yes.
Not honorarily, sir. No, not honorarily at all. You are British. You have passed the test, my friend.
Ooh! Well, I mean, truth be told, and I remember saying this to a friend of mine, I'm more English than the Queen. It's like, what do you mean? It's like, I'm of English extraction. The Queen's fucking German.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but she was, and dead. I'm more English than the King. I am. And he goes, no, that's not right, because like there's people that are, and he went into this argument, and he considers himself like an Anglophile, and he goes in this argument. And I said, I'm talking about ethnicity. That's all I mean by that. And he goes, well, but you weren't raised there. You don't know the culture. She's more English than you. And I said, no, like Englishness. I'm arguing, yes, is a culture, but I'm talking ethnically. He actually refused to accept the idea that English was an ethnicity.
Well, I mean, even in that respect, like, are you saying that the Queen knows English culture? Like, she's so far, well, she was so far removed from everyone else. She doesn't know about fucking Chippy Friday. It's not like she sat up there fucking on Buckingham Palace going just like, oh, Philip, just run out to the chip shop and get us, a greasy cod and a portion of chips. Like, she had no idea. She's never been to a fucking Weatherspoons in her goddamn life. She's never been in a pub fight. Right?
Charming.
She has never been sat in her flat and just heard someone out her bedroom window going, just stop it, he's not worth it. And these are the things, is what it quintessentially means to be British. We're rough as fuck. And I'll tell you what, mate, we're goddamn fucking proud of it. This is what fucking ended wars, mate. And this is, again, this is fucking Remembrance Day. This is fucking Remembrance Day, right? Fucking Hitler invaded Poland. And Britain, England went around and said, right, so we're going to stop this. Yeah, boys, we're going to stop this. We're going to stop this. And everyone went, no, we're kind of doing our own thing right now. Like, we'll see how it goes. Which is why it's got the most poignant political drawing that I've ever seen, is a British soldier stood on the White Cliffs of Dover with his fist raised to the sky saying, very well, alone. Because we are the only fucking people, this country, we're the only fucking country who stood up to it. And then everyone else rolled in and went, oh, do you know what? No, you were right. And we were right, and everyone was right to roll in. But that is because we are rough as fuck, and we love a fucking fight. But we always fucking fight for the right reasons.
I remember you showing me that picture. It is fucking outstanding.
I saw that when I was in school.
And historically accurate, too.
That's stuck with me for about a fucking decade and a half now. And it always will for the rest of my life. As it should everyone else as well, because look,
just
that's
over
the thing.
2 years of fucking unbelievable, like fighting, like everyone else had passed over, everyone else had lost, and lend leases were going on, but no one was actually fighting with you 2 fucking years alone. And yep,
if you're gonna fight, make sure it's for the right reasons, and that definitely was for the right reasons. People, they throw around the terms the right side of history, and that's what they're referring to. But the thing is, that's probably the only time you could actually say that anyone knew that they were on the right side of history. Because whenever anything happens, you kind of go like, well, we don't know how it's going to turn out. But that's when we went, no, that's fucking wrong, and we need to do something about it. We didn't even know about the fucking Holocaust or the fucking concentration camps. It was the invasion of Poland. We didn't even know about the horrors that were going on then. That came out fucking years later. But that is why I'm, this day, November, and this day in particular, fucking proud to be English. Because it's all the fucking boys who laid down their lives so that I can be sat here chatting shit with my mate Polly tonight. And chatting shit to you guys in the chat as well. And all the same reason that you guys could be with us tonight as well. Glasses up for our boys in the trenches. Right, Polly, fucking, you doing Noir Bar tomorrow, yeah?
Tomorrow night, yes, sir. 12:30 a.m. Eastern.
What time will that be on Christmas Island? Crab time.
That will be. It'll be 12:30 p.m. Christmas Island. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Excuse me, because they are technically a subset of Western Australia, and in Western Australia they don't do daylight savings time, and we are finally off daylight savings time. So yes, it's the same time. It'll be 12:30 p.m. on Christmas Island.
Fucking A. And guys, you can look forward to that. I know I'll be around for it. I'll be listening in because it is one hell of a show. I'm going to be heading over to... Oh, shit. I'll do the spiel, shall I? Well, hang on. Have we got any questions? What have we got? Bucket says she did send out for fish and chips when she was at Balmoral. Did she really? If she did, then fair play. But I don't know, mate. As I say, it was a comfort food, you know. It was cheap food. It was greasy. It's not good for you, but it helped everyone keep in good stead. The war effort was, even if you weren't fighting on the front line, people were still fighting in their own way, you know. Rationing, and just generally keeping morale up. My grandfather was around. He was a child during World War One, and they had to go into shelters and shit like that. And they had what was called iron rations, which would be like a chocolate bar which you kept inside your gas mask. Right, and so they were in these tunnels, and there was like all these shit was dropping around and everything. And they got a teacher from their school who sat there, okay, children, it's fine, don't worry. But then there was an almighty boom right above them. And my grandfather went, and you saw his face just go white. And he just stopped moving. And they went, sir, can we eat our chocolate bars now? And he went, yeah, you can, yeah.
Wow.
So that's what I'm saying. Even if you didn't get called up, even if you weren't fighting on the front lines, like everyone did their part. And that's what they refer to as the war effort. Because absolutely fucking everyone was involved. Except the fucking Queen. Viper says she never ran downhill after a wheel of cheese. That is one of the weirdest traditions we have here. And it is amazing. Polly, when it happens, I'll show you a video. It's going to be fucking fantastic. Mark Smart says, do you recognise the heroic bodies in the water? I do recognise the heroic bodies in the water. Well, that's it then, guys. This show is over, but if you find yourself with an itch that only a AAA meeting can scratch, then don't go moving back to Ukraine just yet. We're going to be back on Monday. Fucking hell, again. On the Drunken Uncle channel at 10:30pm GMT, 5:30pm ST, 4:30 Central, and 5:30 AM crab time. With news, games, and banter that will make you literally die. I'm heading over to twitch.tv/drunkleplays for some epic gameage, and I'm feeling a bit of The Witcher. And while you're there, be sure to check out Polly_Dub as he's getting his Twitch shit together, right, sir?
I am. I finally fucking am.
Really looking forward to it, man. But if it's way past your bedtime, then thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for all the generous donations. Honestly, guys, you've been fucking amazing tonight. The best goddamn chat online. And don't get ran over by your own car.
No, don't. For fuck's sake.